Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. It is Thursday, March 10th, 2022. First, we had Dangerous going to the Broncos, Mr. Unlimited, Aaron Rodgers going back to the Packers with a big money deal. All right, yesterday, Carson Wentz going to try out a new team, the Commandos, the Washington Commanders, Commander Carson. And when we thought that things might die down just a little bit, what do we get today? We get two bombs. We got Khalil Mack, the stud from the Raiders, and then formerly of the Bears. Now he is going to be in the AFC West, where all the greatest players seems like that they're going to, all right, to the Los Angeles Chargers. AFC West is stacked. All right, Khalil Mack to the Chargers in exchange for a second-round pick this year and a sixth-round pick next year. Yes, he's not the same player as he was, maybe years back, but this is something that we definitely want to touch on. And another thing that we want to go over, the MLB, Major League Baseball, is back, baby. Let's go. MLB is back. Oh, this is a good day. This is a good day. Dangerous is like, what the fuck? He said, I thought I was running this division, but the Chargers, they had to be like, okay, we got all this firepower. We got Carr. We got, Carr's in the division. Obviously, Mahomes is in the division. Dangerous is in the division. We're going to have to do something. We know we got our boy Justin Herbert, but I imagine Russell's like, okay, he's not afraid of anybody out there. But Khalil Mack to the Chargers, when you already got, certain pieces there like Joey Bosa, Derwin James, adding another piece. Very nice. I mean, he may not be the same guy that he was when he was on the Raiders. And his production kind of fell off a little bit when he was on the Bears. But still, you got to say, he looks pretty good. Looks pretty good in the uniform for the Chargers. I got a couple friends that are Charger fans that are really excited. So that's what we got going on today, baby. We got Chargers, Khalil Mack, baby, going from the Bears to the Chargers. Exciting news. Another big move, another big trade as we're going into 2022. And MLB baseball is back, baby. Let's go. Let me acknowledge everybody in the room and see how everybody is doing. Apologize for a little bit of the late start. Normally, I like to try to go around maybe 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I had to do some grocery shopping and do some errands. They had to get prepped, make sure I got everything kind of lined up. So I apologize. It's a little bit later. Talked to my friend that had the dog that was feeling a little sick. They had an appointment this morning. So I'm going to try to raise a little bit more money tonight. And then probably half of whatever I get tonight with the donations, and maybe half of what I got last night, we're going to send that over and try to be able to help save their dog. So that way that they don't have to put their dog down or anything like that for my boy Travis and Sepade. All right, Jameson Meza in the building. Hey, all. How are you guys doing? Sarah Small. Hey, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? Bye-bye. Will the Thrill from Scotland. Hey, guys. After 4, but not working so we can chill for a while. Hope everything is going great. I hope you guys are doing good as well. EMC 84. Mac is going to be terrorizing the Raiders from here on out. That's kind of another thing right there that we didn't touch on. Obviously, a little revenge game. But the main reason that they got Khalil Mack is to try to slow down the Raiders, all right, to try to slow down Carr, to try to slow down Mahomes, all right, and try to slow down Dangerous. Because right now, I mean, the firepower is in KC. The firepower is in Denver. The Chargers, with Justin Herbert and Derwin James and now Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, they got players. Keenan Allen. They got, obviously Mike Williams on the new deal. So they got a team that could be like the Bengals and make a big push, but they obviously noticed a need to have defense. And we saw people were sleeping on Von Miller. They said, Von Miller's old. He doesn't really got a whole lot left. Well, when we ended up watching the Super Bowl, that was obviously incorrect. Von Miller still has game. OBJ still has game. And it obviously led to things like this. Money. Khalil Mack. Okay, baby. I see you. And I'm excited. A lot of money for the MLB. I'm glad they're back. My dad loves the Dodgers. He's been a fan since the 50s. So I'm really excited to be able to go to his house and to be able to watch some baseball games and just watch games in the morning. Hang out with Paisley, go get a coffee, maybe like a sausage McMuffin with hash brown and an orange juice, and sit there at 10 a.m. and watch the Yankees play or the Red Sox or the Sarah Smalls Cardinals, or maybe the Cubbies, just to be able to get some of that action in. So I'm definitely excited about that. Looks like I'm going to be going to a Blazer game with my boy Brett. Brett's been going through a lot of ups and downs. He ended up, having some issues with losing one of his best friends, and I want to make sure I'm there for him so that way we can hang out. So it looks like we're going to be going to the Blazer game. Sounds like the seats are pretty good. I could care less if they were nosebleeds. If I can have a beer, hang out with my buddy, watch the Blazers lose by 50, oh well. You know what I mean? As long as you're able to spend some time with some friends. And I think you started to realize when you lose family members or friends in your life too soon, that you have to really appreciate the people that are in your life. And if you decided to, push some people away or ignore people, the people that are worth it, make sure you reach out, check up on your friends and see how they're doing. But I'm really excited to hang out with my boy Brett. And I'm excited to go over to Travis and Sepideh's house tomorrow to drop off some of these funds so we can save their dog. And obviously yesterday they had a GoFundMe. They're trying to raise, somewhere between $3 to $5 grand. They've already spent, I think, like $2 to $3 grand on the surgery so far. But then there's another one that they have to end up doing. So I imagine they're not going to get a whole lot of help on there. They'll probably get a few people donating, $50 here, $25 here. But with the platform that we have here and, the people that you guys are, the GOATs, I imagine we should be able to come with about, somewhere between $200 to $500 within the last couple days. So try to do a little bit from yesterday. We'll see what the donations are like today. And then if we get those Cash App donations, then I can take that out of my bank and then give them some cash. And then hopefully we can help save their dog, Sport. And obviously with Sport, a lot of the dogs, they have one dog there, one cat, and they have a newborn. So I know things are tough. And Trav is the guy that works at the funeral home. And then obviously his girlfriend, wifey's at home with the baby, with the sick dog, with the cat. And they also have like an eBay side hustle business that they're doing too. But I don't know how that's really going because I haven't seen them in a couple months. But I'm excited to be able to go hang out with them for a little bit and spread some love and be able to give maybe a little bit more funds than the average person would be able to do. So my goal is to be maybe around $400 to $500, which I know most people wouldn't do. But with you guys, I mean, shit, the last couple nights we hit, 452 with the Cash App and the Super Chat. We hit 500 last night. Obviously I'm running and doing these grinding 4-hour, 5-hour live streams. And we know we got the best GOATs in the room and we got the best fans in the room. NWSF family, gang, gang, gang. I love you guys. All right, Loyal Rammy. Chargers head coach is trying to copy the Rams by getting a transcendent, decent talent on the D-line who was even in AD's draft class taken before him. But we know how great Khalil Mack was in his prime with the Raiders. But of course, it's just like you guys copy my blueprint. So don't come out like you're the one that invented the whole blueprint on trying to win the Super Bowl at home. Tampa did it first, Loyal Rammy. All right, we ended up getting our guys. We got the Bradys. We got the Gronks. We got the ABs. You guys followed suit, got Stafford. You don't need first-round draft picks, but then you ended up picking up Von Miller and OBJ, and then you guys are champions, baby. All right? But remember, Tampa was the first one. You guys were the second. And the Arizona Cardinals are going to be trying to be the third since they have the Super Bowl in their house. But I don't think that they have a real home field advantage, and they usually don't play well in November and December, so I doubt the Cardinals will get there, but never say never. Deacon Baker in the building. Can't believe Khalil Mack was traded. Shit happens, man. Second round pick this year and a 6th round pick. So it's not like they gave up really a whole lot. I'm going to go into Schefter's report here and we'll see if there's any additional news that I can bring up with the trade. But I can believe it. A lot of teams, it's not like the Bears are doing anything. The Bears, you got to think, the last time the Raiders were really, really relevant is when Khalil Mack was there. And then when Khalil Mack went over to the Bears, when they had Vic Fangio, the former coach of the Broncos, early on, it was good, and the defense was lit, right? But as soon as Vic Fangio left, it seems like all the heart and soul got ripped out of Khalil Mack's chest, as well as every other Bear defensive player. And the defense, I almost had the same kind of roster and talent that was on there from when Vic Fangio was there, from when Vic Fangio left. But the offense obviously has not been good, but now they got Justin Fields, so we can see what it might lead to. Okay, Khalil Mack, Chicago Bears are finalizing a trade that'll send the 6-time Pro Bowl defensive end Khalil Mack to the Los Angeles Chargers. Bolt up. I know my friends Joey Gomez and a few other Charger fans are excited because it's not like you expect this guy to get 10, 15, 20 sacks. Of course, if you end up getting a great high number like that, but he's a name. He's going to get double teams. He's going to give you energy. He's going to be a leader. And you got Derwin James, who's a beast already there. You already got Joey Bosa. Let's add another stud to the roster to try to slow down Carr, Mahomes, and Dangerous, which is almost impossible to do, but they're going to try. Now, the Chargers are expected to send a 2022 second-round draft pick this year, 2023 sixth-rounder to the Bears in return for the 31-year-old Mack. He still has a few years left before he ends up calling it quits. The deal marks the first major move for new Bears general manager Ryan Poles, who was hired in January. It also reunites Mack, Defensive Player of the Year in 2016, with the Chargers coach Brandon Staley. Staley was Mack's linebacker coach when the Bears acquired him from the Raiders in September 2018. So that little familiarity factor is a big reason why this happened. Now, in that first season with Chicago, Mack finished with 12.5 sacks, second place in AP Defensive Player of the Year vote. So it's like right when he came over from the Raiders, we knew he was good. But it was the only double-digit sack season he had in Chicago. Production has gone downhill. He had 6 in 2021, but they came in 7 games as he had season-ending foot surgery in November. Now, the Chargers, they were in need of help along the defensive line. They finished 30th. Ew, disgusting. And rush defense in 2021, allowing 138.9 yards per game and allowed the highest conversion rate on third down in the NFL. So no wonder they didn't make the playoffs, because you're just giving up way too much, even with guys like Joey Bosa and obviously with guys like Derwin James. They're always hurt. They're not out there. All right, now Mack will join 4-time Pro Bowler Joey Bosa, Joey Bobo, baby, in what will be a fierce combination for LA over the past 5 seasons. Mack and Bosa have ranked in the top 4 of total defensive pressures. They also have exactly 12 strip sacks, baby, over the past 5 seasons, which is tied for 6th in the NFL. Pretty exciting, man. Pretty exciting. And hey, he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good in the uniform. But you're going to have a tough test. I thought the Chargers should have ended up, making the playoffs this year. But if you're not playing good defense and you're giving up all the third downs, just because you have Justin Herbert, in the early stages of his career, and, Austin Eckler and Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, Jared Cook at tight end, it's obviously not enough. They got Rashawn Slater, who's one of the best, left tackles in the biz already, Tristan Wirfs. There's been some good draft picks on the offensive line from a few teams like mine and the Chargers in the last few years, and also Penei Sewell on the Detroit Lions. Him and Rashawn Slater were considered the best, tackles. And then you got Creed Humphrey at center. So the O-lines have been doing some things, okay? But then on the defensive side, Asante Samuel Jr. to pair up with Derwin James, I thought was a fantastic pick. They need to keep hitting on these picks, and I think the Chargers can compete with the Broncos and the Chargers and obviously the Chiefs and the Raiders, everyone in that particular division. So you're not going to get all 4 teams, but I could definitely see Broncos, Chiefs, Chargers, and then the Chargers will be battling the Raiders probably for that last spot. Raiders and Chargers battling it out to try to get to 10 wins, to try to get in as maybe a wild card. Odin Sun, AFC West is going to be a force this year, which is an understatement. I mean, we knew that they were going to be good, but did we really think that they were going to be this good? And then it's one thing to be able to get, Russell Wilson, right? And we were like, gosh, man, this is crazy, right? And whether that, the Chiefs fans want to think this is going to interfere with their plans for a championship. I mean, Danger Russ has still got a chip in him. Aaron Rodgers would probably say the same thing as well. Like, I think I have more of a belief in Russell getting a championship before Aaron. Seems like Aaron has issues in the playoffs, but that doesn't mean that he can rewrite his narrative and his history for being a 2-time champion. He's got one. Russ has got one. There might be a chance in the next 5 years when they walk away, right? At some point when they do, that maybe Russ will have 2 and Aaron will have 2, but we have to wait and see. But I'm definitely very excited to discuss all of this with you guys. Sarah Small with the $5 dono. Appreciate you guys very, very much. We had a great night last night. We hit 500. Obviously with that. And then we'll be going over some of the information and pieces with the MLB. If you have any information for me, Sarah, on the MLB, I know I've seen a few things in there, but if you have anything else that you want to send me on the Twitter, any last minute information that the MLB released on the return, let me know. Otherwise, I'll go through my phone here in just a second once I get caught up. Sarah Small in the building. What to do? Odin Sun. He said, even my Chiefs are going to struggle this time around. I think so. I mean, everyone is getting better. You got Josh McDaniels there. You got Carr. We'll see if he stays there or not. You got Waller. You saw the Raiders start to get hot at the right time. So you know that they should be a pretty good team. Chargers, Herbert and Josh Allen and Burrow are the future. So Herbert eventually is going to win that division or get a wild card. They're going to make a run sooner than later. Herbert's too good not to. It's just that they have questionable coaching with Staley. They have defensive problems, and they have a curse of injuries with Joey Bosa, Derwin James, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler. Pretty much anybody besides Justin Herbert. So I'm praying that they can get over this injury curse and then they can make it. Chiefs and Broncos, what can you say? You got Dangerous there. They're going to be competing for the top spot. Most people are still going to give it to the Chiefs, like myself, until the Broncos earn it. But I would assume Broncos and Chiefs are going to be battling it out for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 wins every single year with Mahomes and Dangerous there. And then I think the Chargers and Raiders are going to be climbing and scratching and clawing for 9, 10, 11 wins themselves. So it's going to be really fun. And if there was any doubt that this is not the best division in football, open your fucking eyes. It definitely is. Sarah Small, $5 in donos. Let's get to 100, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Loyal Rammy, say you can't give cash, at least give a like and subscribe to the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Appreciate that. And like I said, you can smash the like button. You can donate to your boy if you can. Like I said, I'm trying to raise some money for one of my friends, obviously, that has a dog that is injured. And I'll read the little blurb here to you. So Sepide sent me this to me yesterday. And this is for their bladder stone surgery for their puppy Sport. Okay, so let me actually go this real quick. So I'm going to give some of the money that I got yesterday. Looks like they got $260 so far, and they're trying to get about $3, $4, $5 grand. But obviously, when you're sitting at 260, I could give that myself. So we want to make sure we can do as much as we can to help them out. So let me read this real quick. So, hi, everyone. My dog Sport and I have been suffering the entire past year. He started having problems urinating in 2021. I was told that you have to have a specialist look at his stomach. Let's see here, to make sure there was no blockage. The entire process of the ER and ultrasound cost about $2,100. That's a lot. Now, after this, I was told that he's not fixed. He's going to have inflammation problems in his urethra. Had to get him neutered to fix the problem. That was another $600. So they're almost at $3 grand right there. Then he had problems with last month. I took him to the doctor. Now it was a urine infection. I took care of that as well. He's having problems this month again, and I told that he has a bladder stones. Now the sports doctor let me know that this has most likely been causing all the previous problems. He needs to have surgery. Now they temporarily flushed the stone up to his urethra, so it's not blocked, but he needs to have surgery within weeks. I can't afford to pay for anything anymore. And like I said, they don't have a whole lot of time left. And I don't want to have this dog be put down. So I'm going to do whatever it takes. If I have to try to raise 500, 1,000, within these next 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and I have to start donating a good chunk of all the donations that I get to save this dog, I'm going to do it. So like I said, I got another dog here in the complex. One of my girlfriend's friend's dogs, Puddles, needs some kind of surgery as well. I can't help every single person out there on planet Earth. But you know what I mean? As long as I have enough to pay rent, pay bills, and I got a little bit extra, it's not like I'm splurging and buying Mitchell and Ness jerseys and Jordans every day. I'm grinding on here. So, if I can raise, I don't know, 500, 1,000, maybe 1,200, 1,300 over the next 2, 3, 4 days, I'm going to do whatever I can to help them out because I definitely have a sweet spot in my heart for not only dogs and cats, but pets. And I've met this dog before. I've hung out with this dog. So it's not like I don't know who he is. Or, obviously these are really close friends of mine as well. So any type of donations that you guys could do on the Cash App or the Super Chat would be great. Obviously, Cash App will let me give them the money, tomorrow. Super Chat donations, usually it takes a month and then they take a little bit of a cut. But any kind of dono is definitely greatly appreciated. And that's big facts. You're supposed to get snow. I saw that Holly Hundo was starting to work out and they had snow in Missouri. So it seems like a lot of people are going through a lot of the snow and the crazy weather, even though we're getting further and further along in March. All right, time to turn the fan on. Time to crack the first beer. Let's get it, baby. All right, I got the Cardinals and the Steelers Super Bowl on NFL Network. 20-14, Pittsburgh is up, 4th and 20 with 3:36 left in the fourth quarter. So that's what I'm watching right now. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Smash them thumbs. Buy you some merch. Donate to your boy if you can. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Mine's supposed to be here Saturday. Oh, for your abandoned shirts? I'm so excited, man. You know what I mean? Because it's like anytime that I can give back to the fans that really go ham for me and they really support me, and I can give you a gift back, that it makes me feel good. It makes my heart feel good. And like I said, I can't wait for the Kenny Omega shirt. I should be getting that probably within the next few days as well. And as soon as I get it, I'll post it on the Discord, and I'll probably be wearing it. Even though I do like cutoff shirts, tank tops, and I like getting t-shirts and cutting the sleeves off myself because it's just more comfortable, more of like a Pat McAfee look, as you will. But I'll keep the sleeves on this one until the shirt gets a little older. I do have a Ric Flair shirt that I got from the Ric Flair website that I haven't cut the sleeves off yet, but I've had that one since that 30 for 30 aired a couple years ago. So the sleeves might be coming off on Ric Flair pretty soon. If it's just a big Ric Flair face on the front of the shirt, which is sick. Let's see here. Loyal Rammy, I think the Rams get 13 wins this year with the most coming back. Woods, Kupp, OBJ, Matthew, freaking Stafford is fire. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Alex is like, what's Orion's cash tag? $, ORION NWSF is what it is. All right, let's see here. I'm scrolling down. Mr. Williams. So get your popcorn ready. Show's on, baby. How are you, brother? Thank you for stepping up for Sarah last night for being the big boss man. I got the boss lady, Sarah, who normally takes care of things, but when she gets sleepy or when I'm a crazy mofo and I'm streaming for 3, 4, 5 hours, and where she lives, it's probably 12, 1, 2 in the morning, and she's got to get up early. Sometimes you got to have that other person to step up, and Mr. Williams is it. And without you and Sarah's help last night, we would have not hit $500 in donos. We hit 442 2 days ago, 500 last night. And like I said, the goal on every show is that, try to get to about at least 50, but we have been averaging about 200 to 1,000 on every show. We got some of the best fans on planet Earth, the GOATs, Mr. Williams and Sarah Small. Appreciate you. Cardinals, baby. Are you excited? Not a lot of people give a shit about baseball, but baseball's back. And you know what? I'm excited. I am excited to be able to see the stars, to be able to see what we get, from the new teams, the rookies, and it gives us something else to talk about. I'll be doing some Dodger live streams for my dad, and if there's good matchups, like let's say the Cardinals and the Dodgers are playing, I'll probably just do like a watch party. It's like kind of like drinking beer like we do now, except I can kind of just react to some of the stuff that's going into the game. I'm not going to do pitch by pitch or play by play, even though I could, and I have done it in the past. But with baseball, it's really long. It's stretched out. There's a reason why they have 3, 4 people in the booth, typically 3, because if they just had one person in the booth, that's a lot of talking to go through to keep, the conversation, fresh over like a 3, 4, 5 hour period in a baseball game. But you know what? I have no problems doing it. I could definitely do live pitch by pitch and reactions, and you'll probably see me do it at some point. But for the time being, baseball is back, baby. Finley in the building. What to do? Alex, bro, you 11, bro. You 11. You don't need to worry about doing that. All right. Even if you got a Cash App card or you got Cash App. All right. You make sure you do the chores. You listen to your mom and dad. All right. You go to school. You get good grades. You come here. All right. We'll support you. All right. Alex in the building. But yeah, I don't need anything from you, brother. If anything, save your money for like a new Xbox game. Save your money for like a PS5 game. Save your money, maybe for some new school clothes or maybe a new jersey, something like that. Don't worry about it, my brother. But I commend you. All right. Alex is 11. He's like, I want to donate. But hey, don't worry about it. Even if you do have a Cash App card or a Cash App account, don't worry about it, man, my brother. Make sure you save your money for yourself. But I do appreciate that very, very much, brother. Loyal Rami, sorry. God, they hate the renters. The renters. Hey, you know what I mean? But sometimes when you rent guys and then it ends up getting you a Super Bowl, it is what it is. I've only had one Bronco fan tell me that they hated the Russell Wilson move just because they have a personal grudge against Russell Wilson. Maybe they just don't like him, think he's a douche or whatever. But every other person that I've heard of is like, hey, if he's going to bring us a championship or we're going to be competitive now, they're all on board. And I agree. Odin's son, if you want to help him out, he said the debit card. You have to have a debit card or like a checking account or a savings account for that information, unless you actually get a Cash App card, which I don't know if you have to have those things. But yeah, don't even worry about it, my brother. Yeah, because that's why usually when people donate, it's usually people that are a little bit older and that have bank accounts, have jobs and whatnot. So Alex, don't worry about it, my brother. But I really do appreciate you thinking of me. Like I said, gang. You even get 11-year-olds that want to donate to your boy. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Alex Torres, the GOAT in the building, 11 years old, wanting to donate his whole allowance to your boy. Appreciate you, my brother. The Chargers are contenders this year. They could be. They should have made the playoffs last year, right? They should have made the playoffs last year, but the defense, as we heard, is absolutely tremendously horrible. All right, on third down, defense in general. And it's like they got good players, Asante Samuel Jr., they got Derwin James, they got Joey Bosa, but it's just like a lot of the guys get hurt. A lot of the guys get hurt. Jameson Meza in the building. What to do? How are you? Yeah, like I said, when you sign up for it, I know there's a Cash App, I think, card you can get, and I don't know if you have to have, bank information linked to that. But I know when I downloaded the app, you have to have like a debit or credit card. It's not credit card, debit card, and then you have to have your bank information, routing number, and account number. You put that in because that's how Cash App works. When you donate money, it goes from one bank account to someone else's bank account. And then they just use that as like the third party for the Cash App. And then they get their little cut from some of the donations. Deacon Baker, White Sox for life, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let me see here. Any more Cash Apps, baby? I don't think so. I think, like I said, I apologize. We're still at the $5 on the Cash App. That's all right. We'll be hanging out. I'm just here. It's 25 minutes in. I'm watching the Steelers and the Cardinals. We got a long ways to go before I end up ending the stream. And I apologize. I ended up doing it a little bit later. I usually like to start the show about an hour or two sooner. But like I said, I slept, had to do some grocery shopping, shave, shower, kind of get that monster in me, eat some dinner. And it took a little bit longer, but it is all good. I'm here, baby. I'm here. All right, let me scroll down. Scrolling down here. Sarah Small, what do you got to say? After the snow, we go into the 70s this upcoming week. Crazy, man. The weather in the Midwest is nuts. It's like you guys can get like 20-degree snowing weather like crazy. And then a few days later, it's like 60 or 70. That's wild. That's wild. What up, Ryan? In the NWSF, losing Mack will turn the Bears to Cubs. AFC West could make all the team. Could they all make the playoffs? I mean, I know theoretically, I mean, you're trying to think if they could all make it, but realistically, Chiefs and the Broncos, with the talent they have, they're in. I mean, as long as you don't get injuries to Mahomes or Russell Wilson, Dangerous, Mr. Unlimited, and Patty Mahomes, Showtime, the Reaper, and obviously Patrick the Clone Mahomes, as I would call him, right? But with the Raiders and the Chargers, it's going to be one or two of those teams, not both. Because at some point, one of the teams is going to be about 8-9, 9-8, and then the other team will probably be sitting around that 10-win mark, and then the other two teams will be above 12. So that's my personal feeling. You're going to be sitting at 12 to 14 wins with probably the Chiefs and obviously the Broncos, and then somewhere between 8 wins to 11 wins between the Raiders and the Chargers. But one team will probably hit 10 or 11. The other team will probably be 8-9 or 9-8 and just barely miss due to injuries. And it looks like most of the time it ends up being the Chargers, even though they have more talent than the Raiders, player for player, but they have a curse like the Lions. It just seems like they can never get over the hump, but they will because they got Justin Herbert, and he's a future. Keenan Allen's great, top 10 receiver. Mike Williams, top 20 wide receiver. All right, Jared Cook, not the greatest tight end, maybe a top 20 tight end. I mean, he's not definitely in anyone's top 5 or top 10, but every 3 to 4 games, he has a game. Every 3 to 4, 5 games, Jared Cook can give you, 2 touchdowns for 65 yards, and you're like, damn, okay. But then the next game, he has 1 catch for 8 yards, and then you play him in fantasy, and you're fucked, right? That's kind of how it goes. But they got Rashawn Slater on the line. They need defense. That's why they got Khalil Mack. They got Joey Bosa. They got Derwin James, Asante Samuel Jr. So I really like what they've been doing in the drafts and in free agency the last couple years. But fuck. You're playing with the Raiders, who are very heady, and they definitely are competitive. They got Hunter Renfrow, they got Carr, they got Darren Waller, so they got ballers there themselves. All right, and they usually overachieve because no one sees really anything coming out of the Raiders from year to year. It's like, oh, if they make the playoffs, honestly, I think a lot of people are surprised when they end up getting there, like I was this season. I saw it possibly happening. I was rooting a little bit more for the Chargers to get in. But Justin Herbert will have his day. And then obviously now with the Broncos being kind of the bottom feeder, no more. You got Dangerous. You got Russell Wilson. So it's definitely exciting to see where the league is going. But goddamn, I mean, this is crazy, right? Mucho bucks. All the fucking money. All the money. Russell Wilson. Aaron Rodgers of Denver? Nope. We'll take Dangerous. Aaron's going to do his thing in the NFC with the Rams and the Niners. Not a lot of competition there. Devontae Adams getting the franchise tag. Godwin, baby. At least I got him. We're hoping that it's going to be Mustache Minshew for my Buccaneers, but it might end up being Jimmy Garoppolo, and I've come to terms with it. I have come to terms with it for a short-term fix. Let me take Jimmy G or Gardner Minshew. Those are my top two choices. Dangerous is probably what the fuck? But you know what? He doesn't fear Khalil Mack. I don't think anybody fears Khalil Mack anymore, but it definitely gives the Chargers something to talk about. And obviously the Bears take a step backwards. And like I said, we already know the Bears, it's a project. You have Eberflus, coming in over there from the Colts. You got Justin Fields, but you don't have Allen Robinson anymore. Cole Kmet's not good at tight end. You got Mooney, who I like, but you need more than that. So it's like, and then you got, guys like Montgomery and a few other guys at running back that you can plug and play. But gosh, it just seems like they have a lot of holes. You know what I mean? The Vikings and the Packers should be dominating that division. Packers won, and then the Vikings should get close. I think the Vikings could be a 9-10 win team, maybe 11 wins, as long as they keep drafting well, and if Kirk Cousins doesn't get traded. Now, if Kirk Cousins gets traded to Tampa Bay, I'll be ecstatic. I don't want to pay 40 to 45 million, but if they are willing to get rid of him and I can find a way to get him without having to give up too much, and we can find a way to maybe backload some of the contracts or front load, change some of them to signing bonuses, whatever it is, I'll take Kirk Cousins in Tampa Bay, but I just don't know if that's going to happen. But there is a rumor that Cousins secretly. All right. Khalil Mack, I see you, baby. You look good in the uniform. Baseball's back, baby. What a day. And like I said, your boy's always hustling. Your boy's always grinding like I always do, baby. Odin's son in the building. Northwest Sports Fanatics Apostle, I'm here. What to do, my dude? How are you? It's Thursday, baby. One more day until Friday. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. We got the Cardinals 23, Pittsburgh 20 in the Super Bowl. Big Ben trying to get this dub here with 2 minutes to go. Super Bowl XLIII. Woo! I love it, baby. I love it. Jameis Amaza's in the building. What to do? Go Braves. Chop on, baby. Oh, I can't wait. DJ, all the way from Australia, my man with the big energy. I love you, brother. Love you too. All the way from Australia. We got Will to throw from Scotland. You never know when you're going to be able to get someone to hop in the room overseas, and I love it. Oh, Memopolis, where have you been? Ola, I see that you changed your picture from the Dodgers to the Chargers. I don't blame you. Hey, bolt up, baby. I'm happy for you guys too. I'm rooting for you guys. Like I said, the Broncos have had a lot of mediocre to horrible seasons. Raiders got in the playoffs this year. Chargers, you got your quarterback. Justin Herbert's going to be the guy, just like Phillip Rivers was for a long, long time. And if you think about it, you had Drew Brees, then you traded him away. Then you got Phillip Rivers. I think Justin Herbert could go down as the best quarterback that the Chargers have ever had. Even more than Dan Fouts, more than Phillip Rivers. Breeze was only there for a short, period of time. No rings, obviously, for the Chargers. But I think that there is going to be a Super Bowl appearance or two for Herbert. Maybe win one, lose one, kind of like Russell Wilson. It may not be next year. It may not be the year after that. But I think if they can keep getting the right combination of coaches, players, Herbert is one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league with Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. He's like right there between 5, 6, 7. Like you got a lot of guys that are competing. You got Mahomes, you got Aaron Rodgers, you got Russell Wilson. Those are the elite 3. But after them, Josh Allen, Herbert, Burrow, those are the next 3. Those are my top 6, okay? And we're not talking about Deshaun Watson right now. Then the next tier, Dak, like Lamar, Kyler, that's the next 3. And then around 10, 11, 12 is where you got guys like Tannehill, Kirk Cousins, Carr, and I think those guys are pretty solid too. So I can't wait to see what Justin Herbert can do, and I hope he ends up getting a Super Bowl so I can represent my Ducks in the 503 in Oregon. I used to watch him front row, and a lot of people thought, oh, Tua's better, Burrow's better. I could see that if you wanted to say Burrow is better, because when you watch that LSU team with Justin Jefferson and all the greats, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you're like, wow, this is the best college football team I have ever seen. I mean, Jay Jetta, Justin Jefferson had like fucking 4 touchdowns in that natty. We know that Justin Jefferson is a top 5 wide receiver already with Jamar Chase, right? But now with this particular team, it's just like they need to get healthy. They need to find a way. And even if they stay healthy, you still might not be able to beat the Broncos or the Chiefs because they're just so talented on both sides of the ball. And that's big facts. DJ, my brother, beers, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Message from a Golden Eagle. Hey, to the newest NWSFM. I haven't seen that before in the chat. What to do? What to do? JT's in the building. How are you? Cyberpunk 53, but some V-Bucks, Alex. Yeah, it's just a nice thing, to have someone, even if they're joking or not joking, but, if they want to try to donate to you. I mean, if you're 11 years old, God bless you. For you, you're probably the only 11-year-old that's ever in this chat. Some of the conversations in this chat aren't necessarily PG or PG-13 or PG-11, all right? But you're part of the Fanatic fam. We love you. And like I said, don't worry about it, my dude. You save that money up for yourself. Memopolis in the building. What to do? How are you? How are you, baby? Dodgers, baby. Let's go. I'm going to be doing some streams. If I could get my dad to come here and watch a game on the stream would be incredible. But with his diabetes and with all the stuff that he's got going on, I doubt he'd want to sit in the chair with me in front of the computer watching the game here. He'd rather be on the lazy boy at his house with his dog. I get it. But I could always go live from my phone, but it's not the same thing. But maybe one of these days I can get him to come over to have lunch and then maybe have him hop on. But he's such a quiet guy. I don't think he would really even say anything. He would just be staring at the screen, not knowing what to say. And he's not really a talkative guy. He's kind of low-key, kind of not really shy. He's just kind of soft-spoken, even though he was a teacher. And but obviously being on the internet is a completely different than being in the classroom in front of a bunch of people. So let's see here. So I'm glad you did it later because I fell asleep. Yeah, I'm here, baby. I'm here. I feel bad for Las Vegas investing in a shitty franchise. Well, they did make the playoffs, dude. So it's not like their franchise is, complete shit. I mean, I like Hunter Renfrow. I know a lot of people, if you're a Chief fan or a Bronco fan, or a Charger fan, you hate the Raiders. I get it. Raiders. You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean? But they do have good players. I like Hunter Renfrow. I like Carr. I like Darren Waller. So they got some pieces that I would love to have on my own team for Tampa Bay. That's facts. Hybrid in the building. What to do? Ravens flock in the building. What to do? Game. Somebody tell me what time it is. 4 live, baby. Kip in the building. What to do? Jameis Meza. Bang! So pumped for the MLB returning. Finally, let's go Braves. Let's get it, baby. Let's go. Bang. What are we sitting at? 10? We get there. Like I said, sometimes it starts off a little slow, and then we can get it up to, 50 and then maybe 100, and then we go from there. I'm not really worried about it. I just wanted to come and hang out with you guys. Herbert is definitely top 5, but some people would put him at like 6, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Like I said, because you got, right, Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Wilson. Those are kind of the top 3. And then, you can put Josh Allen, Herbert, Burrow in any, order, 4, 5, 6. I don't think anyone really gives a shit. They're all great, right? They're all great. Burrow's great. We already know that. Josh Allen is on the cusp of being like the next big thing. I mean, I think you're starting to see like the Bills and the Niners are on the cusp of making the Super Bowl. They just need a few more pieces, and they don't even need Tom Brady. You know what I mean? They just need to be able to, keep it moving with the roster that they have, draft well, hope that guys don't get hurt. And the Niners are on the cusp of getting closer to the Super Bowl, and the Bills are just like sniffing the Super Bowl. I mean, they've been trying to get past the Chiefs. They can't. Once they get the running back, the Jonathan Taylor, the Josh Jacobs, the Nick Chubb, that type of guy, then the Bills can go to Super Bowls and win Super Bowls. But until they get a guy that's better than Singletary, better than Breida, better than Zach Moss, and if you keep continuing just to use Josh Allen's legs and those 3 average running backs, it's not going to work. Because obviously you guys have been doing the same fucking formula over and over again, and you keep losing to the Chiefs or anyone else over and over again. And that's big facts. $10, baby. Let's go. Skinner in the building. What to do? How are you guys? Beers, baby. Let's go. All right, I'm finally caught up. Obviously with doing a little bit later of a start, it is one of those things that sometimes it takes a little bit more time. But obviously with today's news, normally I like to start around 6 p.m. Pacific time or 7. Started today around 8:15, which is a little bit later than I would like. But I'm here. I'm hanging out. I'm going to see what games are going on with the NBA, and I have this end of the Super Bowl here that we got going on as well. The last couple days have been fucking wild, right? It's been wild. Beers for everyone. All right, we got Russell Wilson to the Broncos, Rodgers going back to Green Bay, Devontae Adams signing the franchise tag, Godwin coming back to Tampa Bay. Super excited about that. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens at Wrestle fucking Mania. Let's go. Carson Wentz to the Washington Commandos. I don't know if I like that move or not. But if you get Mitchell Trubisky in return, you're probably going to be thinking, fuck, we should have probably stayed with Carson for one more year. But that time is gone. And then Washington picked up the whole salary. Bye-bye, Carson. We'll see what you can do. This might be your last year to revitalize your career and be a starter in the NFL. If you don't do good this year, with Scary Terry McLaurin, a true number one receiver, Antonio Gibson, a true running back in the league, Logan Thomas at tight end, a good defense with Chase Young, Payne, and a lot of others. This might be the last time you see Carson Wentz starting in the NFL. He might have to be a backup and earn his way back, to the top. Jimmy G. I know that the Colts are looking at Jimmy G. Tampa Bay is looking at Jimmy G. We'll see. We'll see what team ends up getting them. I want Gardner Minshew first. And they said, hey, if you guys get Minshew, you have to grow a mustache. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to grow out hair. All right, but maybe I can get a headband, maybe a wig. Maybe I can get a little glue and I can put a little mustache on my face. But if we get Gardner Minshew, man, that would be incredible. But I don't really hear his name being talked about that much. Look at the toe drag swag. Is that Santonio Holmes? My God, look at Big Ben in the corner, toe drag swag, 3 defenders in the corner, toe tap. Steelers win the Super Bowl. Wow. Unbelievable. But Jimmy G, he looks good in the Buck uniform. I think he's a good game manager. And I think the only thing that we don't like about Jimmy, he is a winner, but it's just those turnovers in the fourth quarter, bad picks, bad fumbles, bad decision-making, kind of like Jameis Winston. It's like in the first few quarters, he can be good. But in the fourth quarter, when it counts, you want your best football to be played by your best players. And sometimes Jimmy doesn't do his best football in the fourth quarter, but maybe he can turn it around with Godwin and Evans. I mean, we got some good ballers out there, but I would prefer this as my number one spot. Dangerous and Khalil Mack. Can't believe this. AFC West keeps getting better and better and better. I mean, he obviously dominated the Raiders. Then he was on the Bears and his production went down after Vic Fangio left. But now he is going to be a new member of the Los Angeles Chargers, and he looks good in that motherfucking uniform. Another headliner today, MLB is back, baby. Baseball is back. I need to go and take a look to see if there's any other information on the season. I know they started to cancel a little bit of the season. Let me go to MLB and see if there's anything that I can find that's – I mean, we know MLB is back, but is there any other details with the MLB being back? Let me look it up. Let me see. Let me go to the MLB on Twitter. Let's see. Is there anything that I can read besides baseball is back? I know they got the agreement done. I know they agreed to terms. Okay, here we go. Let me click on the link. And I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I love you guys very, very much. All right, MLB, the MLBPA, the Players Association, because that they argue quite a bit, obviously, with the MLB and obviously with the new CBA, right? Season to start April 7th. Let's go. And my buddy already got tickets, I think, for the Mariners for his birthday. So we're going to go to an afternoon evening game, like at 7 p.m. and then stay at a nice hotel and then go at like 1 p.m. for the next day for the matinee and then watch that game and then take the train home. So we're going to get a 2-for-1. I'm pretty excited about that. All right. Major League Baseball and the MLB Players Association reached an agreement on the new collective bargaining agreement on Thursday, paving the way for the 2022 regular season to begin April 7th, 2022. Now, after the MLBPA approved the deal by a 26-12 vote, I mean, they're losing millions of dollars every day when they don't have games. The owners ratified it Thursday night with a unanimous 30-0 vote, officially bringing the 3-month lockout to a close. I am genuinely thrilled to be able to say that Major League Baseball is back and we're going to play 162 games. So I guess that even though the season's starting a little bit later and we were going to have some, maybe some spring training games, we're still going to have the 162. That's surprising. I thought we were going to cut that down a little bit. They're just going to extend the season or maybe work some things around, maybe a less few spring training games, and we're going to be still on point. So that's good. I do want to start out to apologizing to our fans. Yeah, right. We don't believe that. One of the good things about collective bargaining is it gives our players an opportunity to get input on their workplace, on the game, and what it's going to be looking like going forward. And obviously, baseball didn't want to pay these billionaires that are the owners didn't want to pay money to like the mid-level guys and the kind of the bottom feeder guys. I mean, some of the guys at the top, like the Juan Sotos and the Bryce Harpers. I mean, they're making bank. But what about the other guys? You know what I mean? Mandatory spring training report for all clubs is Sunday. Exhibition games start March 17th or 18th. That's like a week. Fucking love it. Let's go. Now, the deal came to fruition a day after MLB postponed opening day until April 14th in absence of a new agreement and announced that each team's first 4 series were removed from the schedule. However, as part of the agreement, a full 162-game schedule will be played. Yes! Let's go. So it is going to happen. We're going to get all 162 expanded playoffs set for 2022. I just got a message on my phone from CBS Sports, so I'll read that here in a second. The new 5-year CBA includes increased minimum salaries, good for them, a new pre-arbitration bonus pool to reward the top young players in the game, good for them, a raise in competitive balance tax thresholds, the introduction of a universal designated hitter, the widest ranging draft lottery in pro sports, a system to prevent alleged service time manipulation and limits on the number of times a player can be optioned in a season to address concerns regarding a roster churn. Love that. The deal also includes an expanded 12-team postseason format, bringing playoff baseball to 2 additional markets each year. Let's go. As part of the agreement, a joint competition committee will be formed of 4 active players, 6 members appointed by the MLB, and 1 umpire. Beginning in 2023, the committee will be tasked with adopting changes to playing rules such as a pitch clock, base size, defensive positioning, and automatic ball strike zone. All right, and let me take a quick look to see if there's anything else here in the CBS report that I can go over. So one sec. What the new 12-team MLB playoffs will look like and how it will be looked at in recent years compared to the past. Among the handful of things in the new MLB collective bargaining agreement, the casual fans will actually notice the new playoff format. It's actually the most impactful thing from a spectator standpoint. Within my lifetime alone, we've now gone from 4 to 12 playoff teams for full seasons. Pretty sweet. Now, for those interested, a quick rundown of the MLB formats through history. Pre-1969, World Series only, 2 teams. 1969 and 1993, 4 division winners leading to 2 LCS and a World Series, 4 teams. 1995 to 2011, 6 divisional winners, 2 wild cards, meaning 4 teams per league with divisional rounds, LCS, and World Series, 8 teams. Now, 2012 to 2019 and 2021, 6 divisional winners, 4 wild cards, 1 game as a single elimination wild card game per league before the divisional series, 10 teams. And now we're going to bump it up and we're going to have 12. I love it. So 2020 was, of course, an outlier, and we'll just leave it here, though it should be noted the Dodgers World Series championship absolutely counts as real. The 12-team format now will be as follows. Again, this is per MLB. 1 seed, best overall record. 2 seed, second best record among divisional winners. Those top 2 seeds will get buys into the second round, kind of like the NFL. 3rd seed, third best divisional winner record. 4 through 6 seeds, 3 best records among non-divisional winners in order of record. In a departure from past years, there won't be tiebreaker games to determine playoff teams. A system of tiebreakers will be used to break ties instead of game 163. Now, in the wild card round, the 3 seed will host the 6 seed for a 3-game series. Same with the 4 seed hosting the 5. Now, the winners then advance to divisional round. As we previously have known it, there is no reseeding, okay? Now, the 1 seed hosts the winner of the 4-5 series, while the 2 hosts the winner of the 3 and 6. Now, the biggest adjustment here, obviously, is the extra playoff team per league. How would that have looked in recent past? Let's check it out. In 2021, it would have been AL buys. Rays 1, Astros 2, AL wild card, Blue Jays, number 6 versus number 3 White Sox, and Yankees versus Red Sox 5 and 4. On the NL buys, Giants 1, Brewers 2 with the bye. NL wildcard round, number 6 Reds versus the Braves at number 3, and then number 5 Cardinals at number 4 Dodgers. So interesting to see how things are going. I'm glad I was able to find that article, and then they had some more additional information to talk about. I'm definitely excited to see where it goes moving forward with the MLB as well as Khalil Mack and the AFC West. What to do, guys? Let's go. Let me take a look. I don't think so. It's a little slower night tonight. I mean, normally I start a little bit earlier, and that might have something to do with it. You know, some people might not get the notifications and whatnot. But like I said, I'm going to try to raise some money, obviously for my friend's dog. And we hit 500 last night. I think we hit about 4 with the Cash App and 100 on the Super Chat. So I want to donate at least half of that and then see if we can get a decent number tonight. And then I can give a little bit more money to them to help out with their dog, because I definitely don't want their dog to pass away or be put down. And that's a big fact. So nothing new yet on there, but hopefully we can get to a decent number before the night is over. Let's go. Free agency is back. I'll be back on it busy this weekend. No problem. Yep. It's all good, man. Like I said, it's 9 o'clock here. which means it's 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock in the Midwest or the East Coast. And I mean, normally when I stay up until 11 or 12, it ends up being like 1 or 2 in the morning, and people are still in the room hanging out with your boys. So said, yeah, free agency is going to be crazy. Major League Baseball over the weekend and next week for sure. Yeah. You guys are dozing off. You guys getting tired out there? No problem. I mean, if anyone has to go, like I said, don't feel that you have to be obligated. You can hang out with me every day. But like I said, I'm going to be in here. I'm just going to be watching some basketball, some baseball, some football, drinking some beers, just hanging out. Anyone has any questions that they want to fire off, based off Khalil Mack, the MLB, anything that they got going on, fire away. But like I said, I'm on, it's about 50 minutes right now. So the least amount of time when I end up doing a stream is usually 2 hours. And the most I typically will do will be usually about 5. So I'll be here for a little while, just hanging out. Got a lot of sleep, got some other things done. Let's see what they got hockey going on right now. The Kraken and Ottawa Senators. Is that live right now, or is that, I got to take a look to see. And then what NBA do we got going on here too? I think the NBA game is almost over. It's the Warriors and the Nuggets. Is it still going? Let me take a quick look. Okay, third quarter, 81-80. The Nuggets are up on the Warriors. I'm watching this. This looks like it could be good. DeMarcus Cousins with the throwdown. Okay. And it's not the Lakers on. Hallelujah. I actually get to watch a game that's not the Blazers or Lakers. Woo! Steph Curry with the triple. Wow. Let's go. But I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very much. The big news, like I said, if you came into the show a little bit late, Dangerous, we got him to go to the Broncos. Khalil Mack going to the Chargers today. Obviously, with the Chicago Bears, we know they haven't really been the same team after Vic Fangio left, and that is big facts. But it's definitely excited to see where it's going to go with Khalil Mack moving forward. And obviously with Khalil Mack, I don't really know what you're going to get from him. You know what I mean? Like, are you going to end up getting a player that is going to be like Von Miller? Are you going to get something a little bit worse? We're going to have to kind of wait and see. But the Bears made the deal, sending him to Los Angeles, and Mack will be reunited with the Los Angeles Chargers head coach Brandon Staley, who was a linebackers coach in Mack's first season in Chicago in 2018. In 2018, Mack had 12.5 sacks, a career-high 6 forced fumbles, made the Pro Bowl, first-team All-Pro, and finished second in DPOY voting to Aaron Donald. So it's interesting to see where it's going to go with him. I don't know if he's going to end up being, a Pro Bowl player, but it definitely can't hurt, bringing someone like that in. So the AFC West is on. The Chargers are loading up to get one of their studs, Khalil Mack, to the Chargers for a 2nd rounder this year and a 6th rounder next year. Shout out. Love it. Chargers getting another stud. You look good right there, my dude. You look good in the Chargers uniform. And then obviously I went over baseball, adding some playoff teams. Baseball is back, baby. Let's go. Yeah, free agency is going to be crazy, man. And like I said, at least I have some people that really love baseball. I know you do. I do. Sarah does. My dad. I know Marcos Pineda does. Not everyone really is into it. But if you have a favorite team, a favorite player, someone that you've been following for a long time, the more you know about a sport or a team, of course, you're going to be more interested as well. So that's big facts. No worries, my brother. No worries. And like I said, I know how that goes. Sometimes people have really, really long days, but your boy's always hustling and always grinding, baby. Yeah, that's crazy though, right? I did not think that we were going to have 162 games, Jameson Meza. It's just crazy, but I'm glad that they were able to figure that out. And obviously we got this figured out before we went into like April and May, because otherwise we probably would have had 140, 120, 100 games. So to have 162, that's going to obviously be good for the players, and it's going to be good for the fans and the owners. They're going to be able to make a lot of money, with merch, jerseys, beer, foam fingers, nacho hats, you name it. They're going to be making money off of it. Also, they increased the size of the playoffs to 6 teams. Yep. Playoffs for the National American League, and now there's a universal DH. I know, I love it, man. It's fucking exciting, right? It's fucking exciting. All right, let's take a quick look to see on some of my All right, here. All right. So I'm just trying to go through all my notifications in here as well. Delete in the building. What to do, man? Like I said, I'm doing these late night streams. Sometimes people work really long schedules. I normally will stream, at 6 p.m. or 7, usually 7:30 at the latest. Today I didn't get going until about 8:15, which is a little bit later, 8:10, 8:15. But I had to go to the grocery store, get things for the daughter's girlfriend for school tomorrow, Lunchables, little snacks and whatnot. So it took me a little bit longer. I had to shower and shave. I had to get prepped with some of the HD pictures. So a little bit later of a start for me, but it's all good. Your boy's here. I'll be grinding it out for as long as I can. And like I said, it's good to see you in the building, my dude. Delete. So I think it was a good decision to release Bobby Wagner. Well, you're a Seahawk guy, and he said not that mad of the Russell trade. Well, you already knew that the time was coming to an end. But obviously it was kind of a low blow if you were like, okay, we lose Russell Wilson, right? At least we have Bobby Wagner, right? That's kind of what most of the people were thinking. All right, we lose Dangerous, all right, but at least we get Bobby Wagner. And then you find out Bobby Wagner, gets let go as well. But it is a business. It is all about money. Let me put up a Bobby Wagner picture here for us. One sec. I've always liked Bobby Wags. I mean, between him and Luke Kuechly, those were like the two best middle linebackers for like how long? Forever? Oh, this is a nice one. One sec. Let me pull this one up. Oh, I can't pull this one up. All right, 104, 114. 104, 114. One sec, guys. Free replacement jersey from the NBA store when their favorite players switches teams. One of the many things you can expect when you're. See if I can find this file. All right, I found it. Sometimes when you have like 10,000 files on your computer, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. But there you go. Bobby Wagner, baby. What a cool photo. Got the rain in the background, captain, first ballot Hall of Famer. Still think he's a top 5 linebacker in the league. So right now you got Darius Leonard at 1, Devin White at 2. So Colts 1, Buccaneers 2. You got, probably Fred Warner 3, Bobby Wagner 4, Micah Parsons from the Cowboys 5. Those are probably the best 5. But you could even say Micah Parsons, based on how he played this season, you could have probably put him all the way up at 3. So you could have went probably Darius Leonard 1, Devin White 2, Micah Parsons 3, Fred Warner 4, Bobby Wagner 5. But Bobby Wagner and Kuechly have always been like the cream of the crop. Absolutely love Bobby Wagner. Absolutely love Russell Wilson. And the end of an era. And we're going to have to see what Seattle does. But if you guys get Deshaun Watson and the charges are cleared, it might not take that long before you guys are relevant again. And that's big facts. Gang, Elliot in the building. What to do? 31 years old and 20 mil. And it's all about business and money, right? It's all about business and money. And sometimes people don't see it that way. Delete, when we watch Ducks or when we watch the Seahawks, when we watch certain teams, college football is one thing. But when you go into the NFL, a lot of times it's going to be, how much money is paid, how much money is owed, what's the cap hit going to be. And sometimes you'll have a Hall of Fame player that you don't want to get rid of, but sometimes you got to be able to walk away and be able to, try to kind of rebuild and start over. I know it's a tough thing to say, but, it is what it is. You think the Panthers are going to get Watson? I don't think the Panthers are. If I had to put money on it, I would say the Panthers are going to draft a quarterback. They're not going to get Deshaun Watson. I don't think he's going to go there. I think that he's out with the Panthers. I think that right now, you're going to be looking at drafting a quarterback. And if you look at the quarterbacks that might get drafted, the Panthers might pick, they might pick Malik Willis, number 6 overall, Liberty, right? 6'1", 215. I could see Carolina doing that. Obviously, we have other guys that might end up going in the first round. Kenny Pickett might go to the Panthers or the Saints, or possibly the Steelers. So look for Kenny Pickett to be the second quarterback off the board. Matt Corral could also go to one of these teams like the Panthers or the Steelers. All right, it's definitely very possible there. But you're going to get 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the first round, and then you got other guys, that are going to be, possibly looked at like Desmond Ridder a little bit later on. But I'm definitely excited to see where it goes. But Bobby Wagner, salute to you. You've always been, I'm a linebacker guy through and through. So you already know I love me Bobby Wagner. I love me some Danger Russ. And I don't know where Bobby Wagner is going to go, but hey, if you want to come to Tampa, come over, baby. I mean, anywhere that Bobby Wagner goes, he is going to be successful still. Still a top 5 linebacker in the game right now, even though he's getting a little older. I heard Kenny Moore trying to recruit Tyler Lockett to come to Indy, right? The thing is, though, before Tyler Lockett can commit, who's the quarterback? Is it a rookie? Is it Mitchell Trubisky? Is it Jimmy G? So once you guys get your stud quarterback, same thing with the Saints, it's going to be easier for some of these other guys to want to come to Indy. But like right now with Tampa Bay, it's like, I don't know if a lot of people are wanting to come to Tampa Bay or the Colts just yet, because we don't know who the fuck the quarterback's going to be just yet. You know what I mean? We got to wait and see. And that's big facts. But I hope that you guys get Lockett. I love Lockett. I would love for him to be on Tampa Bay. But I already got Godwin and I already got Evans. So Elliot Evans, we hope that you are doing better, my brother. We do hope that you are doing better, my brother. I heard the reason why we traded Russell is because he wanted Mahomes type of money. Well, also that with the no trade clause, I think he knew at this point that, the team is no longer the same. They're getting older. He didn't want to go to the Eagles or Washington. They wanted to trade him to the AFC. The Broncos were always that destination spot for Wilson, Rodgers, or someone big. So you knew that someone was going to go there, but a lot of us thought it was going to be Aaron, not Russell Wilson. But they have a championship-built team already. They just need to add a couple pieces. Same thing goes when Peyton Manning joined Denver. They pretty much had a championship-caliber team. They just needed Peyton Manning to get them over the top. Matt Corral doesn't look bad. Yeah, there's quite a few of them on the list here. Oh, we got a Cash App, thank God. Eagles John with the 20. Thank you so much, brother. We were a little slow on the donos there. Thank you so much. But let me bring up the graphic that I have here. See if I can find it, because I have all these different graphics that I have up. But obviously with the draft, this is the guy that I want. Obviously I want Gardner Minshew, okay? But as far as like the other rookies, you got Malik Willis. He'll be the first one off the board, as high as 6 to the Panthers. Kenny Pickett from Pittsburgh will be the second one selected. He'll probably end up going to the Steelers, the Saints, one of those teams, or a surprise team. Sam Howell, I don't really know what to think about him from North Carolina or Matt Corral. Those guys could still do something. But I do like Desmond Ridder from Cincinnati. He will probably be the 5th one selected, but he might end up being the 2nd or 3rd best quarterback. Maybe Malik, Kenny Pickett, and then maybe Desmond Ridder could be as good as Sam Howell, Matt Corral, or better. And then you got Carson Strong from Nevada. So you got 6 guys that are going to be going in the first probably 2 to 3 rounds, probably 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the first round, and then maybe 2 or 3 in the second round, maybe 1 in the third round. Or later with the Carson situation there. So we'll have to see what you end up getting from Carson Strong. But Desmond Ridder might be my 2nd or 3rd favorite. Malik is my favorite. Then Kenny Pickett and Desmond Ridder are tied for 2nd for me. And then I'm kind of up in the air with Sam Howell, Matt Corral, but they could be good. But this draft class sucks compared to last season. And even those guys didn't really do a whole lot. Trey Lance didn't play. Mac Jones had good games and bad games, but he's also a system quarterback for New England. No more Josh McDaniels, so his production should go down a little bit, I would assume, okay? Justin Fields was probably the best one, based on flashes that we saw, but he did have a lot of bad games too, okay? Lack of talent there, lack of coaching. Nagy's horrible. We know that. They moved on to Eberflus, thank God, right? Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson might be the most talented out of the 5, but they're in the worst spots. You're fucking in Jacksonville, when you were with Urban Meyer kicking the players, you no longer have him. Right? Urban Meyer, no longer there. Jags are horrible. And then also with the Jets, you don't really have anything to work with. But those 2 guys have a lot of talent, but they're just buried in horrible teams and horrible cities that hopefully they can turn that shit around. Jordan Hicks is available now. Wouldn't mind even with his injury problem in Philly. Woo, baby. Eagles John. Oh, I forgot to get you. I got to make sure I get you. Shep in the building. Let's go. Thank you for the donation, Eagles John. And like I said, I ended up reaching out to my my friend that had the dog problem, and then she had a doctor's appointment in the morning. So then I ended up actually falling asleep and doing some errands, and I woke up late and had to go to the grocery store. And I usually start the show around 6 or 7 p.m., and I started it at like 8:15. So I do apologize, but I am here, and I am grinding. All right, baby. Eagles John, bang, $20 on the Cash App. Thank you, brother. Sometimes, you know, the Cash Apps are one of those things in the YouTube Super Chat. Sometimes they come in fast and furious. Sometimes it takes a little time to get in there. But Eagles John, Sarah Small, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys very, very much. All right, let me scroll down and get caught up with everybody in the room. Delete, pretty sure Seattle has the second most cap space. Well, we already know Indy, I think, is number one at this point, so we'll have to see what these other teams do. But right now, Seattle's team got a lot of holes. I got a lot of holes to fill, so I'm excited to see where they go. So I'm doing a lot better, still a little bit weak and tired overall, but I'm chilling. That's no problem. If you're a little tired and you need to call it a night a little early, get your rest. I'll probably be back in the building tomorrow. On Saturday, if I do a stream, it'll be earlier in the afternoon because I'm going to be going to the Blazer game with my boy Brett. He's going to pick me up, and we're going to go. I don't even know who the Blazers are playing, but the seats, I think, are on the 100 level, and I think we're A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I think we're in like the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, maybe in the 8th row or something like that. So I think the seats are actually pretty good unless it's in the different level, but let me look. The Blazers obviously are not good. Dame is injured. You know, they don't have a whole lot of guys really to look forward to watching, but let's see who they're playing. The Wizards. Okay. All right. So we got the Wizards and the Blazers at 7. I get to see Anthony Simons, hopefully at least. They got Kyle Kuzma over there. All right, so it might be, we might get our ass kicked there, but oh well, you know what I mean? That'll give me something to do. And then on Sunday might be a day that I take off and try to hang out with the GF. It all depends if I can get a stream in, earlier on in the day, or maybe later at nighttime. Maybe I can do like a late night Sunday stream. I mean, it depends on the news and what's going on, but I am going to try to stream as much as I can. But as far as the NASCAR races, I'm not going to be able to do every single one like I wanted. It just seems like, I don't want to cause problems with, the GF and the friends. It's like I want to be able to have some time for, even though I would like to stream every single day because that's my work ethic and my grind, or I might be able to do shorter streams, but the NASCAR streams last like 5 fucking hours. And I'm already doing that normally for football season. So I'm only going to be able to pick and choose for certain races moving forward. So like Talladega and some of the big ones, I'll do those, but I'm not going to be able to do every single one. I want to make sure I keep the peace at home. So I get it. I'm doing a lot better, still a little bit weak and tired, but overall I'm chilling. Good to hear. Good to hear. I hope the Saints sign Jameis. I think you will. I think this is almost like kind of a done deal. We're just kind of waiting and waiting and waiting. Just like I know you've been waiting to probably finish this, all right? Because I know you love this show. You never watched it before. I gave you a recommendation, and then you just been binging it. We're also looking forward to watching this very shortly as well, Stranger Things, all right? But we know this show is fantastic, baby. Lots of craziness there. But Jameis Winston, sign him, maybe. I mean, like I said, at this point, with all the quarterbacks going off the board, Jameis Winston's starting to look like a very attractive option. And obviously, he's already played with the Saints. He's familiar there. I don't know why the deal isn't getting done yet, unless they think he's not healthy enough or they're going to go for a rookie quarterback. So it's either Jameis or a rookie quarterback. I guess we just have to wait and find out. Beers for everyone, baby. Money, 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 money. Gang. Jameis getting that cheddar, baby. What are we at, 30? Hey, it's okay, man. The slow and steady wins the race. $70 more to $100, 20 more to 50. And I'm going to try to do some extra donation love to my friend that has a dog that's sick. So that way we can show them a little bit of love. Because I don't want their dog to be put down. That's facts. Shep, what's good? What's good, man? Started off a little bit later tonight, but I'm here. I'm grinding. I'm watching the Warriors and the Nuggets. I just got done watching the Steelers and the Cardinals Super Bowl. Draymond Green talking shit on the sideline there. 96-90, the Warriors are up. This is a good matchup. This is like a playoff matchup right here. And it's not the Lakers on TV, which is beautiful. So I can actually enjoy the NBA a little bit. And it's not like I hate the Lakers. It's just that, come on now, when you watch the Blazers and Lakers, it's like every time they play, they lose by 30. So it's kind of a hard watch. But when I go watch the Wizards and the Blazers on Saturday night, it'll be exciting. And like I said, we're going to have pretty good seats. And like I said, we'll be drinking some beers and hanging out with me and my boy Brett. So I'm excited about that. I'm good, baby. How are you? I'm good, baby. How are you? And obviously, if you're just hopping in the room, we talked about Dangerous going to the Broncos, Khalil Mack going to the Chargers. Big move. Big move. Going from the Bears to the Chargers. All right. He looks good in that Charger uniform, baby. And baseball is back. Woo! Let's go. I can't wait to be able to watch some baseball again. We're going to have 2 more additional playoff teams that are added, and we're going to have a full 162-game slate. CBS Sports just sent me a link about 20 minutes ago, and I read it on the channel, and it goes over more pay, and obviously some of the new rule changes, and obviously we're going to be expanding the playoffs as well. I'm excited. Probably going to crash early, too. Got to drive back to the Bay State tomorrow. No problem. Thank you so much for your $20 dono. Like I said, I'll try to do streams earlier for a lot of y'all that are on the Midwest and the East Coast, because right now it's 11:20 or 12:20. My time is 9:20. So obviously us on the West Coast out here, it's a little different. But I'm going to keep grinding, and I'm going to do at least 2 hours today, so another 50 minutes at the very least. But I might stream for another 2 to 3 hours. It all kind of depends on who's in the room, the conversation, the donos, and how things are flowing. And I'll stick around, as long as you guys want me to stick around. Northwest Sports Fanatics Apostle. I need to pick an NFL team. Well, it just depends on where you live. Where do you live? You know what I mean? You have any favorite players? Pretty much you can do based off the team that's in your hometown state. It's one of those things that, for me, I was a fan of the game, but I didn't even pick my team until I was 13. So I waited a while where I could have just been a Niner fan, right at like 5 years old, 6, 7, hopping on the Joe Montana, Jerry Rice bandwagon. But then in 94, when I was 12 and they won their 5th Super Bowl, I had a feeling that they weren't going to win again. And I had a feeling that, just like those defensive players weren't my kind of guys. Then in 95, the Buccaneers drafted Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks from the U in Florida State. I'm like, these are my guys. Athletic, nasty, decleat the shit out of you. John Lynch was already there, my kind of guy. Rondé Barber a little bit later. Then we got Mike Allstott, the A-Train. And those guys fit my personality. I'm like, this is my team. And I stuck with them ever since. That's facts. From the looks of it, we probably won't get Marcus Williams back. Yeah, I don't think he's coming back. I think there's going to be a lot of money that are going to be offered for the services for Marcus Williams. So I would say Jameis, most likely for you guys, but Marcus Williams more than likely will be gone. I agree. Rebuild time and here for kind of excited for change. Yeah, like I said, you know, with the way that the Cardinals and the Rams and the Niners are looking, you're going to be working your way back up. But if you guys get Deshaun Watson and he's cleared of the charges, like I said, it might not take that long to get a team close to 9 to 10 wins if you get a Deshaun Watson. Now, he hasn't played football in a year, so he might be a little rusty. But I would assume even with a little rust, he was the number 4 quarterback, behind Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and Mahomes for a long time, right? Not including Brady and, Breeze and all those other guys in the last couple of years. But Watson was considered top 5, right? But now, since he hasn't played in a year, he's probably still top 10. And we assume Michael Thomas at wide receiver is still a top 10 talent, but you need to prove it to us. What have you done for me lately? And just because you were the number 1 receiver on the Saints a couple years ago, or a top 4 quarterback, Deshaun Watson, a couple years ago, what are you now? And I think we're really excited to see what is to come for Deshaun Watson if he plays with these legal charges looming over his head. And Michael Thomas can't guard Mike. You can only hope to contain him. Eagles, John, I appreciate you, man. So damn, MLB didn't get much done. Most they'll have to do, yeah, but at least we got 162 games and we're going in a season. Gerald Black and Gold Light Toes in the building. What to do? I know, man. I know. Freddie Freeman to the Dodgers. Freddie Freeman to the Dodgers. I want him, baby. I want him. Who do you want starting QB for Oregon? It's either Bo Nix or Tyler Thompson or another, another quarterback that they bring in from high school, like a transfer. But I would assume with Bo Nix's experience, even though Ty has been waiting in the wings, if they didn't think that he was better than Anthony Brown, the LeBron lookalike, then he's probably not ready yet. So I would assume that, we'll go with Bo Nix and we'll see how it goes. And I would assume that we can compete for the Pac-12 championship with Utah and USC with Bo Nix. Bo was pretty good. He beat Justin Herbert a couple years ago when they went head-to-head. We just need to have wide receivers and tight ends that are NFL caliber players because we didn't have that last year. And now Travis Dye left, our best piece on offense to USC. So, and Thibodeau's gone too, and Justin Flo gets hurt. McKinley's getting older. Everyone's gone. So it's like we have to kind of rebuild McKinley, Thibodeau, hope Justin Flo can give us anything. And hopefully we get some newbies and new guys to step up. Utah has had our number. But I still think we're going to be one of the top 3 teams, Utah, Oregon, and obviously USC. But I'm hoping for an Oregon-USC Pac-12 championship. That's facts. Yeah, but Bo Nix, NFL free agency tampering period starts Monday. Let's go. Let's go. Nice. That's cool. I can't wait to finally go to an NBA game. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be going this weekend. I mean, I was offered front row seats earlier this season to the Raptors and the Blazers, but I was doing Monday Night Football at the time. I mean, I do have a couple rich friends that, have good tickets, but it's like you got to drive down there. You got to pay for parking. You know what I mean? And sometimes it does get to be a little bit of a hassle, when you're going to these, sporting events, unless like you're a hardcore fan. It's different if it's the Ducks game. But even that being said, you got to pay for gas. It's an hour and a half drive. You can't be too drunk getting there or going home, right? You don't want to get a DUI. You have to pay like $40 to $60 for parking. Then you're buying money at, for concessions and all that other shit, beer and snacks. So, I mean, you got to make sure you have a lot of money with you when you're going to an event. That's facts. We need to see Formula One. Gerald Black and Gold Light Toes, baby. Elliot, I haven't watched Shameless in like 4 days. You need to get back on that. That's why I gave you the picture, brother. I'm always going to make sure I keep you online, dude. You got to get back on that Shameless tip, baby. It's a good show. I mean, you know what I mean? It shows you how crazy people are, but it also shows you the love that even though these guys will commit crimes and fuck each other over sometimes, but they try to fuck other people over rather than fuck the family over. The Gallaghers are a crazy bunch, but I love this fucking show, and I love this show too. Stranger Things. Can't wait. Can't wait, baby. We're going to have some good shows coming up here pretty soon. That's facts. And also we're going to get a few other shows like Young Rock. That's going to be coming here pretty soon. And a few of those other shows that I really, really love as well. Right on the cusp of having some amazing shows in my DVR. Let me take a quick look. One sec here, guys. Ozark is going to be incredible. So we're going to get like the last 7 episodes or so pretty soon too. I can't wait for that. Ozark is fucking incredible. If you guys are looking for a good show, if you like Shameless, you like Stranger Things, Ozark is money. You'll love it. Northwest Sports Fanatics Apostle. Winston should go to the Bucks. I've already had him. Like I said, I mean, I would take him. I mean, if he wants to come back, but I think that the damage was already done. So, I mean, give me Jimmy G to the Buccaneers. Give me Gardner Minshew. Those are going to be my top 2 choices. Gardner Minshew 1, Jimmy G 2, short term, and then Marcus Mariota 3, and then Jameis Winston maybe 4. But I think Jameis Winston is the best fit for him, is going somewhere where he had success, and they would have made the playoffs. Jameis Winston to the Saints. He looks good in that uniform. He looks good with that helmet on, and they're going to need some leadership, at quarterback, even though sometimes he is immature, eating W's. I was really impressed on how he played last year with Carson Wentz. He proved the doubters wrong, and cheers to Jameis Winston. Hopefully you guys can make the playoffs, and you guys might end up beating me. But I'm thinking that the Saints and Bucks still are going to be the 2 best teams in the NFC South, even though the Falcons and Panthers are getting better and better. Still a couple years away, though. Yeah, they're finally not having the Lakers on TV. Thank God. Fuck. I mean, me getting to watch Steph Curry play or Jokic, the Joker, hell yeah. Like 2 of my guys that I actually enjoy watching playing. Klay Thompson's great. Draymond's injured. We already know that. But this is like a playoff game. Denver 100, Golden State 98, 4 minutes left. If you guys want to have something to watch with me at the end of the game, it's TNT, the last game of the night. So if you're looking for something just to turn on, oh, in and out. Ooh. Let's see if Steph Curry can do anything here. Steph weaving through the defense. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're knotted up at 100. Wow. That was awesome. Eagles John, my Sixers caught the curb stomp against the Nets. Yuck. What was the score on that? I know that Harden and Embiid were like a couple days ago, like 5 wins, no losses since, Harden has come over there. Let's take a look at the scoring. But I know that Kyrie, the flat earther, he threw up a 50-point game a couple nights ago. Ooh, shit. 129, 100? Oh, my God. What the fuck happened, dude? 29-point loss. All right. Seth Curry had 24. Kyrie 22. Brown 11. Durant 25. And then what did you guys have? Embiid with 27, but Harden only had 11. 3 for 17. And then Harris had 16. Maxey 4. Yeah, so if Maxey normally gets 20 to 25, and he's at 4. 2 for 7 shooting, and Harden gets 25 to 40, and he's at 3 for 17 shooting, 11 points. No wonder you lost, because Maxey and Harden usually can get you a combined 50, and they got you a combined 15. So yeah, you'll be all right, man. I really like watching the Sixers play too. I like Embiid, and I do like Harden on that team as well. Gerald Black and Gold Light Toes, later, brother. You live in New England, then you're a Patriot fan. If you actually live in New England, why wouldn't you be a New England Patriot fan, my dude? Said Elliot, you take over donos tonight. I'm exhausted. All right, Elliot. Appreciate you, brother. Burrow and Chase are my favorite right now, but you live in New England, though. You know what I mean? So you got to understand, though, too. I mean, if you're going to be on the Bengals bandwagon and you're hopping on, they might not ever go to a Super Bowl ever again, and you have to keep that in mind. So even though Burrow and Chase are amazing, there is no guarantees that a team like that will get there. They might make AFC championship games again, but with Russ in Denver, Mahomes on the Chiefs, and all the other teams getting better like the Chargers and Herbert, once you select your team, you can't bandwagon and hop from team to team. It doesn't work like that. People frown upon that shit. You got to stick a team, stick with a team, stick with the players, and don't change your mind. Yeah, Eagles, John. So I can't wait to see MT. Yeah, seriously. Here's probably a Michael Thomas picture. I know a lot of people don't like him. He's more of a me guy than a team guy. But a couple years ago, he was the best wide receiver in the game, and I still think he's top 10. Maybe not top 5 anymore, but I think definitely top 10 with the potential to get back to being a top 5 guy. But you don't have Breeze anymore. So, but I think Jameis Winston could throw him 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns. I don't think that's impossible to think, All right, I got to find my file for Michael Thomas. One sec. Where are you? WP382. This is for you, Elliot. I'm always throwing up some stuff here for the fans. Let's throw some Michael Thomas up here. In and out. 104-102 Warriors with 1:30 left in the game. God, look at him, man. Fuck, I haven't seen him in a Saint uniform in so long. I started to forget what the fuck he looked like. You know what I mean? But with Jameis and him, if you can end up getting some kind of good connection and rapport. Let me pull the Jameis file down here. Put it right next to him. But I mean, right here, Jameis, MT, Jameis. I mean, you could have something there. But I'm interested to see if they do get Jameis or if they go for a rookie. It's got to be one of those two guys, Jameis Winston or a rookie. And I would go Jameis Winston if it was me, as long as his knee is rehabbing. I mean, we're starting to see him do exercises that no one else has seen before on planet Earth. So if that's the case, he might be actually in better shape than we think, because every time he goes on the internet, it's just straight comedy. And that's facts. Shep said the Falcons need to pick up that guard that got released today. I know there was a lot of people that got moved around, but the biggest news was the Khalil Mack news, as well as the MLB is back. Wow.
Because every great delivery driver deserves a tip. What was it? Domino's tipped me $3. Only at Domino's. The last day of vacation.
Oh, it's funny. Old school call center pick that Swaggy P sent me when we used to work for this other guy back in the day. Wow. I haven't seen those guys in that picture in a long, long time. I'm so happy that I don't have to do that shit anymore. If I don't have to do phone sales or customer service, or I don't have to do warehouse work where I'm breaking my back every day, man. Sounds like you're gonna be some fun hanging out with a good friend. Yeah, man. Like I said, Brett is one of my best friends. He was a starting center for the high school basketball team. I was a starting point guard when I transferred after I was kind of fucking around in Aloha, and my dad was a teacher in Canby. I was going to be the starting guy for my senior year, but I decided to step away and do phone sales because I had a Fortune 500 company that offered me a job at 17 when I was a senior. And me, another Asian guy named Fong Tran, and his best friend Derek Brown, we went to go work for this True Green Chemlawn. And it's the biggest lawn care company in America. There's like 2 of them in every state. And we ended up making bank. I was the first one to move out of my high school. As soon as we graduated, I moved out like a week later to Wilsonville, and I ended up getting an apartment with one of my buddies. And I lost touch with Brett for about 20 years, and then we linked up a couple years ago for a Duck game, and I took him front row for Arizona State so we could see N'Keal Harry. Justin Herbert ran for a touchdown right in front of us. He drove us there. We tailgated, had a great time. I paid for all the tickets, and then we're trying to link up, and he had his best friend die to do some, not to COVID, but some like heart complications, clogged arteries and whatnot. And then his friend was like my age, like 39, 40 years old. So I think he was really mentally distraught, and we started to kind of keep up, and I, touch base with him because he is my homie, and we're going to go to the Blazer game. We're going to lose probably by 30. It's against the Wizards. But I don't care. I just want to have a beer with them and hang out. And now we can at least go to the Blazer game, watch us, watch the Blazers play basketball, even if they lose by a lot. And I can drink beer and just have that one-on-one time with one of my good friends. And I think for his mentals, it'll be good. And I like that. 8-point lead for the Warriors, 110-102. Huge. Holly Hundo in the building. What to do? How are you? Yeah, like I said, I normally start to stream around 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. I didn't start till about 8:10, a little bit late because I had to go to the grocery store, get things prepped for the fam for school lunches tomorrow and everything. And I had to shave, shower, get prepped. So if you're just hopping in the room, obviously we know we've gone through some pretty crazy days with money spent everywhere. Russell Wilson to the Broncos, Aaron Rodgers to the Packers, Devontae Adams. We know that he got the franchise tag, as well as my boy Chris Godwin, Stone Cold Steve Austin, going to go against Kevin Owens at WrestleMania, Carson Wentz going to the Commandos, right? The Washington Commanders, Commander Carson, Jimmy G to the Bucks, maybe. I'd rather have Mustache Minshew, but we're going to have to wait and see. But today's big news, Khalil Mack, formerly of the Raiders and the Bears, is now on the Chargers. And it just seems like right when you think the AFC West is done, they get another guy and another guy and another guy. We thought it was done here with Dangerous. Nope. Khalil Mack is next. And it's exciting to see, the Chargers trying to do what they can. But, will he be like a Von Miller where people are going to, giving up on the guy and he can actually make a difference with Joey Bosa and Derwin James and Asante Samuel Jr.? I think so. And he looks fucking really good in this particular picture right here and this mock edit of him on the Chargers. Baseball is back, baby. That's another big headline. Baseball is back. 162 games. The strike is over. And your boy's here. Just hustling and grinding, baby. Yeah, you remember the stream, right? It was against the Raptors. I think Dame might have been playing in that game, but it was like Monday Night Football. The game started at 7 p.m. I was already getting ready to stream, so I can't leave. You know what I mean? Some people would have been like, you're an idiot. You should have went, but I'd rather hang out with you guys than go to front row for the Blazers. Now, if the Blazers were a playoff team and they were like the Warriors or like, one of the, like the Suns, they were one of the top dogs, then maybe I would have decided to, leave and go. But if it's for like a bottom feeder team, I've seen the Blazers hundreds of times. I've only seen them in the first 5 rows, a couple. But you know what I mean? I have a job to do. You know what I mean? I have to grind. So Elliott with the Michael Thomas jersey. Nice. Zone too. Nice. That's swaggy, dude. Swaggy, fire. I'm a Bucks fan, but that looks sweet. And it's the black one too. I need to get you a Drew Brees Color Rush white jersey with the gold numbers sewn. That's what I need to get for you. Elliot says, Holly, you feeling better? Do you feel good today? Do you look real good today? TCS Whitey, all good, brother. Appreciate you. What to do? Little weak and tired. Yeah, you guys got to take it easy, man. Shep in the building as well. What to do? So from what I understand, Elliot is responsible for tracking the donos. Well, Sarah was in here, and she was a little tired. So was Odin's son. And then Mr. Williams, Xavier Williams, took over for her last night. We hit 442 in donos 2 days ago. We hit 500 last night. So I'm not sure if we're going to get anywhere close to that number tonight. Obviously, with the stream being a little bit longer, a little bit later. But I'm hoping that we can end up getting a decent number. We're at $25 on the Cash App, and I don't know if we have anything on the Super Chat. Elliot, do you know what our number is right now? Are we only at the 25, or did we get any donos on? Oh, no, we got $5 by Jameson Meza. I'm just scrolling up right now, so we're at 30. I think that's what we're at. I think we're at $30 total. We're at 30, so make sure you can go up there. 25 on the Cash App, and then 5 from Jameson Meza. Hey, y'all. Nice to see the petting zoo with all the goats. And Mr. Williams, if you want to take over the donos as well, because I don't know if Elliot is feeling that good. So either one of you, I don't care who it is, whatever you guys want to do. Obviously, Mr. Williams, you kind of know what to do based off the verbiage that needs to be written in the chat for having that role. So if you want to continue to do that for me, I would appreciate it. And both of you guys can kind of keep track and go that route. I just want Elliot to kind of relax. So, I mean, if Mr. Williams wants to take over and Elliot, you don't have to do anything. You can just sit in the chat, drink some fluids, relax. As long as Mr. Williams has time and he's going to be in the room, I don't mind having him do it. So that way, since you're sick, I don't want you to overwork yourself. Just, relax, baby. Just relax. Got some Oregon love. Orion, not sure exactly what it is, but my dad got it in Portland, so I put it on my wall. Music Millennium since 1969. Oh, that's cool. I think it's a record store. That's cool, dude. I think that's like a CD, tape, and record store. That's very cool. Portland, Oregon, represent Elliot in the Discord. I fucking love it, dude. That's awesome. Shepard Williams, the Boston Celtics, one of the hottest teams right now. Jason Tatum going off. Yeah, Tatum to me is one of the top 10 players in the NBA. I mean, I know there's a lot of other guys that are out there, but every single time I see him play, he's always dropping 20, 30, 40, 50 points. What an amazing talent Jason Tatum is. I love him, man. I love him.
19 years of age, dropped 30 on Monday night in a loss.
Calvin Griffin. He said LMAO, Thomas averaged over 100 yards without Breeze. But like I said, I mean, he's been injured for the last couple years. So we're going to have to kind of see what we're going to get. I assume he'll still be a top 10, top 5 wide receiver. But with Jameis and that chemistry, I got to see if his knee's healthy, if you guys have a rookie quarterback throwing to him, or if it's going to be Jameis Winston. Are you guys going to draft or get some more free agents at wide receiver? Because I think, like they said, the Colts and the Saints are pretty much the same team. You guys just need a quarterback, wide receivers, tight ends, and then you guys can make deep, deep runs once you get that. Teddy, take no chances, Bridgewater. Yeah. Yeah, we want to make sure. And I saw pictures of you, Holly, out there in the snow. You're grinding it out. Oh, my boy, Shep, bang, $100. There we go. Thank you so much, man. The grind is real. I'm always hustling and grinding. And like I said, Khalil Mack, MLB is back. And my boy, Shep, is always showing the love. But I saw you, Holly. I know you've been going through the mental ups and downs like me with depression, anxiety, and going through a lot of stuff. You're trying to get in shape, trying to run a little marathon, triathlon, all the thons. You're trying to do it. Salute to you. It takes a lot of courage to be able to push your body and your mentals when you already have a regular job, to get out there, to run, get in shape. If you're doing it for, cancer research, or you're just doing it for yourself, if you're doing it for a good cause, for charity, or you're just doing it to prove to yourself that you can do something that maybe a lot of people don't think you can do, or maybe you don't think you can do. Salute to you. But you look good in the picture. Like I said, that weather looks crazy out there. And like I said, we're getting closer and closer to some more football. Obviously with like the draft. I mean, we're going to have to wait a few more months until we actually get football on the field. But I hope you are enjoying your Chiefs jacket, and good luck with all love over here with your journey with the, obviously running and doing your little marathon. That is not easy to do. For me, exercising sometimes for me consists of me walking to the kitchen and walking back to the bedroom or the studio, or me taking the dog for a walk, and but doing what you're doing, mad respect, and I hope everything works out for you. Shep, that's crazy. Eagles were going to get Calvin Ridley before the gambling situation. Not anymore, baby. Big T. I like the picture. Cleveland Brown. I watched that show earlier today before King of the Hill. Would you be mad if the Bucks traded for Kirk Cousins? I actually brought this up earlier in the stream. No, I wouldn't. And I know, he's owed like 40, 45 million. I would love to have Kirk Cousins, a Ryan Tannehill, a Carr, anybody but Baker. That's like somewhere that's 11 to 18, Gardner Minshew. I would love to have a guy like that on my team. All right, let me bring up a Kirk Cousins picture since we're talking about him. And we know Kirk sometimes plays good football. I've been a fan of him since I watched him at Michigan State. Like his stat line was bananas. A lot of touchdowns, not a lot of interceptions, a lot of yards, right? But you do have Adam Thielen, top 10 receiver. You have Justin Jefferson, top 5 receiver. Dalvin Cook, top 5 running back. The offensive line, to me, kind of stinks. It could be better. It's not horrible, but it could be better. Defense kind of stinks. It could be a little bit better on that end as well. Zimmer stinks. They got rid of him. So I think now with the, Rams OC as the head coach, I think there is a chance for them to compete with the Packers. The Packers are going to keep winning the division as long as Aaron and obviously Devontae Adams are there. But the Vikings could always get second place, right? They could always get second place and make a wild card run. And we know the Vikings can go a little bit farther than people anticipate, just as the Saints over the last few years. But if the opportunity comes, I want this guy number 1, Gardner Minshew. This guy probably number 2, and Jimmy G. But if I could get Kirk Cousins to come, that would leapfrog Jimmy G, and that might even leapfrog Gardner Minshew. I'll take Kirk on Tampa Bay, because if I have Kirk Cousins on Tampa Bay, I think that I could make the playoffs. I could win the NFC South. And with Evans and Godwin, even if we lose, Leonard Fournette and Rojo, and we lose a few pieces like Ryan Jensen, Ali Marpet, we're losing a lot of the offensive line, which sucks. But if we get Kirk Cousins, you could overachieve and possibly be in contention for an NFC championship game with him on my team. I think that's possible, or at least get to the divisional round. You know what I mean? So, I'll take him, but I don't want to pay 40, 45 million for him. You know what I mean? But if we can find a way to make it happen, I would be ecstatic with Kirk Cousins on Tampa Bay, personally. Yeah, they're trying to make an example of it, and the main reason, bang, $100. I see 2 donations in here. Jake Paul gave me crabs with his first $100 donation. Let's go! Shepard for my boy Ryan, everyone in the chat. Hope my Falcons pick up somebody. Bang! $100, $100. Let's go. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Mr. Williams. All of a sudden, we're sitting at 30. Now we're at 230. Let's go, baby. Shout out. Let me get caught up here with everybody in the room. Shout out. I can always count on the GOATs. No matter how grim it looks, and we're at a number like under 50, I always know that the GOATs are going to step up and show love to your boy for hustling and grinding. Thank you so much. Jake Paul gave me crabs. You got the best name besides Beefy McWhat now. And Jake Paul gave me crabs. Shepard Williams always representing for the channel as well. Let's go. Let's go. Kettle in the building. What to do? Let's go. Yeah, Elliott just needs to recover and chill. Just let Mr. Williams take over. He did it last night. If Mr. Williams has to go and I have nobody else, then Elliott, then you can take over. But obviously, when I have someone that's going to be in the role of the boss lady or the big boss man like Mr. Williams, it's not only keeping track of the donos, but also putting little messages on the chat of where we need to go to next and everything like that. Bang! Another $50 by my boy Shep. Let's go, Shep. Let's go, Shep. Let's go, Shep. Let's go. 12 people in the room, $250 in donations in 2 minutes. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. Mr. Williams, thank you so much. And it's not like I don't think you can do it, Elliot. I think you can do it, but also on top of the donos, there's going to be verbiage like, this is what we're at on donos. Let's get to this. A lot of things that, for me, so I don't have to say it. It'll be in the ticker, down below. But at least this way, there'll be someone else that can kind of do that. And once you follow and watch what, Sarah does on a daily basis and what Mr. Williams does in the chat, besides updating the number, those are the extra things that I need in the chat just to kind of keep everyone up to date, where we're at, where we're going, what the goals are. And I appreciate you guys very much, man. Yeah, Warriors got that dub. That was wild. Let's go. $100. Boom. Bang, 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 bang. Shep, I appreciate you, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Elliot says, I'm in here too. 130. Let's go, baby. Shep with a hundo, baby. Thank you. Yeah, and like I said, that's what we need to do. We need to support each other. And a lot of people I see that are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, there's so much hate. Like Twitter is almost the worst. Like the wrestling fans on Twitter are the worst. But I just think there's a lot of fake people on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and social media and people on Facebook. Like you just see all these people that are doing amazing things. And then people don't even support them by doing something as simple as hitting the heart button, hitting the like button, the thumbs up button. It takes 1 second of your life to do. But a lot of people just keep scrolling, and sometimes I'll comment and give words of encouragement. And it's just weird to me that it's so easy to be a hater and so easy to be a shitty person. It takes effort to put in effort to show that you care and to be a good person. And we got a lot of goats in the room right now. Thank you guys so much. I'm rooting for you, Holly. And like I said, it's not going to be easy, but for someone that has gone through the mental up and downs like us, like I said, salute to you. Because it's not easy to do something like that. I mean, I'll be honest. I got to a point a couple years ago where I couldn't even run. I was too fat to run. I could walk. This is before I got Paisley. I could walk. I could slightly jog. You know what I mean? But I couldn't really run. It took me like months of walking 30 minutes a day to get to a point where I could jog or run without actually fucking dying. You know what I mean? And just walking, going around my neighborhood, around the block, and on this little path that I walk on. So, I mean, obviously, I eat, not the greatest. Sometimes I don't eat the healthiest. Sometimes I drink a little bit too much beer, but I do try to get the exercise out there. But salute to you for doing something that I know is important to you, and I'll be supporting you all the way through. Shout out. Mr. Williams, 130 in donos, almost to 150, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Mr. Williams knows the deal. Mr. Williams knows the fucking deal. Let's go. Children's Center for Visually Impaired 4 Mile. See, that's awesome. And knowing you, I mean, you're such a good person and you're always trying to donate to good causes, to good YouTubers. I saw that, oh boy, Big Chief Sean, you tweeted out that he actually had a show and that you were promoting that on there as well. So that's awesome. Oh, baby, here we go. Now we got some more for the bank. This is legit. $200 from Holly Hundo on the Cash App. Let's go. Let's go, baby. And then we got our boy Cyberpunk 53 with a 25er. All right, Mr. Williams, you're going to have to get caught up here because I got to go down here. Shep with a 50. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Seriously. And obviously with me, I'm never ashamed to say, the real stuff about me. Like, if I have depression or anxiety or addiction or whatever I'm going through, if I'm too fat to run, if the exercising consists of me going to the refrigerator and back, not a good look, but at least I'm honest. You know what I mean? At least I'm honest. Yeah, I did see that. And you know what? I messaged him. I messaged him and said, I heard from Holly Hundo and Odin's that your dog died. So I just wanted to say, much love to you. I know how hard it is when you lose a pet. Shout out to you. Love you, brother. And he messaged back and he was surprised that I messaged him. And he's like, oh, wow, thank you so much. That makes me feel a lot better. So that was awesome. Let's go. Thank you, Holly. And a lot of these donations are going to help for my friend's dog that's sick. So I'm going to be able to give them a little bit of money. They've already spent like almost $3,000 on surgeries. So they have a couple thousand more that they're going to probably have to spend with the surgery. So this is going to be awesome. Like I said, anytime I feel it's a friend of mine and it's for a good cause that's going to save a life of a fucking dog, I'm all about that life because I would do that for my own dog, Paisley. So. And don't get me wrong, I would love to be able to spend the donation money on myself, but I mean, I don't really do that. I mean, I've bought one thing for myself in the last year, and that was a Devin White sewn jersey, a white one. That's it. That's the only thing I purchased for myself in the last year. I have not bought anything else, not Jordans, not other jerseys. I mean, like I've been giving back to the fans and just trying to help people out. You guys are the best. I love you. Holly Hundo, bang! $200 on the Cash App. And then we also got Cyberpunk 53 as well. Let's go. Goats in the room. sending out like $300-$400 with 11 people in the room. Let's go. Bang! $25. Cyberpunk 53. Appreciate you guys very, very much. So far we had Sarah Small, $5. Eagles John, $20. Holly Hundo, $200. And my boy Cyberpunk 53, $25. Obviously, we got the Chiefs and the Eagles fans representing heavy like they always do. Thank you, man. So we have 200 here, okay? We have 25 here, all right? And then we have 50 here. Shout out to Holly for all what you're doing, you've been through. And also, Ryan, the best thing on YouTube. Keep doing your thing. Truly a great person. Thank you so much, man. And then $100 from Jake Paul gave me crabs. Bang! This guy's a G, all right? I mean, we're talking about a guy, obviously, that came in, donated, I think, $40 the very first time around, all right? Then did 70. Now he's dropping $100 donations, showing the love. I love it, dude. Thank you so much. And I've saved some of these amazing photos for you. Jake Paul gave me crabs. I got you, dude. David Robinson in the building. Love you, brother. Appreciate you. And obviously for all the Chiefs fans showing the love, obviously, you know I got you guys. Chiefs, let's go. Let's go, baby. Kelsey, Tyreek. Let's go. Chris Jones, Frank Clark. I'll still keep you in there, Honey Badger, even though you're probably going to be a Saint. Oh, baby, Andy, I see you. I see you, Lombardi, baby. Bieniemy, the butt kicker. Chiefs. Let's go. Let's go. And this is for Holly right here. High five, Holly. High five, Jake Paul gave me crabs. High five, Shepard Williams. Tommy. 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 Let's go. Shout out to the best fans on planet Earth, the Fanatic family. I'm still looking for this beanie. You know what's really crazy? At the grocery store, I saw this beanie, but it wasn't a Chiefs one. And it was a guy that worked at Safeway. And I was trying to chase him down, but I didn't want to be a weirdo. You know what I mean? But he was like doing the cart retrieval out in the parking lot. He had this same style beanie, but I think it was Steelers. So I was going to ask him, you know, realistically, he got it off like NFL Shop, but I was just going to ask him where he got it from. But then I was in a hurry, so I couldn't like run him down in the parking lot. Like, hey, come over here. And he'd probably be like, who the hell is this freak trying to run after me? Man, I appreciate you guys. Let me get caught up here. All right, Shepard, my boy, always representing for me, baby. I love you, dude. So for my boy Ryan and everyone in the chat, hope my Falcons pick up somebody. Boom. So we were at 30. We got Shep, 130. Shep with a hundo. All right, and then we got to keep going through all these right here. We love you. We love you. 130, almost to 150. And then Mr. Williams like, hey, smash the fucking like button, right? Holly's like, I'm doing shit for a good cause. And that's why I respect the hell out of you, because I see what you do for Grossi. I see what you do for me. I see what you do for the other channels. And even if they're not at the high sub level, if they're Chiefs and they're interesting and they have good content, you're going to support anyone that is putting in the effort that has good content. And I appreciate that for you, Holly. And I'm really excited for your journey with this, because I don't know when the last time you've done something like this, or if this is your first time. It takes a lot of courage and heart and a lot of mental toughness to be able to psych yourself up, let alone to do it in the snow and train. But I know you're going to do great. If you put your mind to something, I know you're going to be able to get it done. And I would love to see some pictures, maybe after you cross the finish line. If you can end up doing a little selfie action right there, that would be great. I'd love to see that. Children's Center for Visually Impaired. Let's go. Awesome. Jake Paul, give me crabs. Bang! $100. Let's go. Shepard earlier. Bang! $100. Let's go. All the bang, 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 bang. Let's go. Jake Paul, swing it out, baby. He's part of the heavy hitters now. I mean, he started off with 20s, right? And then he started off with 70s. Now he's with the big boys now. He's earned the GOAT status now. Let's go. 230 in donos. Huge. Hop on that dono train, baby. Jake Paul, all right? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shaq and Barkley, yep. Shout out to Holly for all what you're doing and what you've been going through. And Orion, the best thing on YouTube. Keep going and doing your thing. Truly a great person. Thank you so much. Shep is the MVP. Mr. Williams is the MVP. Holly's the MVP. Elliot's the MVP. Jake Paul gave me crabs MVP. All y'all are MVPs, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Big T with the Cleveland brand. What happened to your homie? Man, well, obviously you're new to the channel. Hasn't been a part of this channel for quite some time. I don't want to go in depth with it. He quit. So we're moving on, and we are in a better place now without him. Air World Order. Woo! Were you able to get a look at those matches, Orion? No. Like I said, it's at least I'm honest. You know what I mean? I will get a chance to get through and watch some of the matches. Maybe once I end this stream and I stay in here for a little bit, maybe I can end up watching a few of those matches in here. But usually when the girlfriend is in here in the studio and she's working, through Verizon and she's on the phones and doing emails, I try to leave her alone. And I try to hang out with the dog, Paisley, in the bedroom or the living room. Obviously, I slept a lot today, ran some errands, so I did not get to watch it. I love the photo there, Air World Order. Fucking love that. New World Order for Life, brother. Oh, yeah. I love me some new World Order for Life, brother. Oh, yeah. All right. And I love my boy, Kenny Omega. Okay. But I promise I will get into it, and I will try to be able to watch some of those matches. $280 in donations, 20 to Hilltop 3 Hundo. Let's go. Speaking of Hundo, just want to acknowledge another MVP, Holly Hundo. Absolutely. Thanks for the support, Orion. First time in 3 years I've been able to run continuously for 25 minutes several days in a row. Seriously, I mean, it's one of those things you don't realize when you're like, eating Carl's Jr. and, you're eating McDonald's or Taco Bell or even if you're making food for yourself or you're drinking, like you can still have, like a skinny face, or skinny legs, but the midsection, everyone's trouble zone. Just the stomach. We all wish that we could look like models, you know what I mean, and have the 6-pack or 8-pack. I got 6 or 8 kegs in here in my stomach as I'm tapping my stomach right now, and I'm feeling it jiggle around a little bit. I hope to lose a little bit of weight there, but also I want to enjoy myself and eat. The family has diabetes in the family, so I need to be careful and, with what I eat and how much I eat. But I do like food. So it is what it is, but I'm rooting for you 100%. It's for a good cause. And it's something that you can prove to yourself that if other people don't believe in you, as long as you believe in you, you can get anything done. Oh, is that Skip Bayless? Did Skip Bayless enter the room? Skip Bayless, Drip Bayless. He said, if we get to $1,000 in donos, can we get the full story on Marcus? I've already said the full story, Skip, Drip Bayless. You never know when a famous person, you get Peter Schrager stealing my material. You got Skip Bayless in the room. You got EA Sports and Madden, stealing my catchphrases like sack lunch, putting it in the video game itself. Skip Bayless, my boy, in the building. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I mean, I've already gone through the story. I'm always grinding, baby. You say, hey, I see my boy stream. Come on, run. Everyone knows your boy. I might not be super famous just yet, but people know. I mean, look at the donos. And that's not even all the donos. We got another $200 dono on the Cash App from Holly Hundo and another 25er from Cyberpunk 53. And we were just sitting at like $50 in donos. Now we're almost at, 500? We hit 452 2 days ago and 500 last night, and it looks like we're going to eclipse 500 today, and that's big facts. But, I mean, bottom line is, after the Chiefs, and the Niners, Super Bowl, he didn't show up for 7 months, came back for a couple months, quit again. Then I had Swaggy P. Preston do the NFC Championship game, Packers and Bucks, and the Super Bowl. And he saw that and got salty, blocked me on Facebook, blocked me on Twitter, blocked me on Instagram, made a bad post about me on Facebook, bad-mouthing me. And like I said, we're never going to work again. We had a good chemistry, doing reaction videos the first couple years. But I need someone that's going to be here, not leave at halftime, not badmouth me. It's like our boy Ben, the Chiefs fan. He was in here a couple days ago, donated to me many times, and then all of a sudden we put him in timeout, and he ended up calling Sarah a bad name, said that he hopes the channel fails, hopes that I don't hit 20K, never is going to donate to me again. Like, you just never know with people, you know what I mean? But I do have a lot of solid goats in the room that will always have my back forever. So I don't need to have 90 people, 9,000 in the room. I can have 9, and we can still make a difference and have a great time. So that's big facts. All right, so we were sitting at 280 on donos there, asking me about the donation on the shows. Yeah, I haven't got to watch them just yet. We're getting closer and closer, and we're way past that point now. Big Chief Sean, yep. Yeah, Holly always is. So are you. I mean, you're the type of guy, when you donate, you usually donate twice at the same time, $50 on the Super Chat, 78 on the Cash App. There's certain people that always consistently help me out. And if one goat can't donate, There's another GOAT that'll take over and make up for it. Panthers fan in the building. New world order for life, brother. Oh, yeah. Let's go. The best fans on planet Earth. You guys. New world order for life, brother. Oh, yeah. Miss Elizabeth. Let's go. Macho Man. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. And like I said, it's going to be for a good cause. Like I said, we're going to be able to try to help save a dog's life. So a lot of the donos that are going through the super chat, those will go till next week or next month. And obviously some of those dollars will go towards rent and whatnot. And then some of the Cash App will go to my friend so that way I can help him out as well. Holly Hundo with a $200 Cash App. You're going to be in for some work, Mr. Williams, to keep track of all these donos. The dono train is going wild, baby. All right, 25 from Cyberpunk on the Cash App as well. Big bang, holla, holla, holla. Get your calculator out. Let's go. Let's go. The donos, the dono train. There's so many donos at the top of the screen. They can't even keep them all. We got 5 up there already. Let's go. Let's go. Said, see my boy streaming. Drip Bayless, I'm always working hard, baby. There's a lot of other people out there. There's a lot of other people out there that stream, right? But I'm a trendsetter. All right, often imitated, never duplicated. Peter Schrager stealing my Uncle Momentum, and talking about it like he invented it on Good Morning Football twice within the last month. Shame on you, Peter Schrager, you weasel. Come up with your own material. EA Sports and Madden stealing my sack lunch and putting it in the video game. Often imitated, never duplicated. Skip fucking Bayless is back, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I got you. I always got you. Heavy hitters in the building, baby. Heavy hitters in the building. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, the motherfucking G's in the building, baby. Drip Bayless. Hey, and you know what? I was critical of you and the show Undisputed, right, Skip? But you know what? Now, since Peter Schrager is a douche, and I'm not really big on Kyle Brand, the show is not the same with Nate Burleson. I have converted, and I took that show out, and I got Pat McAfee Show 1. I got The Herd and you, and obviously Shay as obviously tied for second. So those are the shows I watch now. Pat McAfee Show, Skip and Shannon, Undisputed, I watch you, and The Herd with Colin Coward and obviously Joy Taylor. Good Morning Football, see you later. All right. It was great when Nate Burleson was on there. Will I still watch from time to time? Yeah. But once they replace Kay Adams, because I think her contract is up, and we get Colleen Wolfe in the building as the new host, I'll be back, because that is the best female in the NFL sport world. Colleen Wolfe, not Kay Adams. Colleen Wolfe, you are the real deal, Holyfield. The drip is good. Peter Schrager is Orion's enemy. Well, you know what? I mean, it's like, if you said something, you know what I mean, and you weren't a big name just yet, and then you watch TV and you see them steal your material, and like my catchphrases are one of a kind. There is no one else that says Uncle Momentum, and let alone you're trying to verbatim steal it from me and have it on that platform and try to act in front of Kay and Kyle and D'Angelo Hall or Chris Carter like you're this fucking genius that always comes up with all this stuff. No, you're a fucking fraud, and all you do is you scour the internet to try to find people that are popular, that relate to the people, right? And then you try to do that and make it like your own thing. But when you present Uncle Mo on TV, you did a horrible job, Peter. You did a horrible job because they didn't get it, because you were trying to take something that's mine and you were trying to make it yours. And you look like a damn fool on Good Morning Football trying to talk about Uncle Mo 2 times on the show. Get out of here, Schrager. I used to like you and I used to respect you, but I got no fucking respect for you anymore, man. Let's go. Streaming time, 1 hour and 58 minutes with 9 people in the room, and we're already over 500. Let's go. Chiefs Kingdom and Hotlanta representing. Yeah, baby. Jishy. Yo, Ryan, tuning up late. What up with Mac and Bosa? I love it, dude. Obviously, we know with the show today, you had Russell Wilson, dangerous. He's probably like, what the fuck, right? Now you got Khalil Mack, going over for a few low draft picks, nothing too crazy. Obviously, we know him from the Raiders, and he was great with the Bears with Vic Fangio his first year. His stats have been declining every year since, but he could have a Von Miller kind of season for the Chargers, and he looks good. He looks good in this uniform right here, baby. And baseball is back, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Jishy in the building. What to do? Thanks, Ryan. It's going to be 6 weeks, but I'll show training pics along the way, hoping the snow is done in case. It's wild with the snow that you guys get there, right? What are we at? 5:05 in less than 2 hours, and there's 10 people in the room. This cannot be completed anywhere else, Drip Bayless. All right, even the famous Skip Bayless is donating to your boy. You'll never see Peter Schrager on here donating to your boy. He'll come here and steal my material, but he won't donate, but he's fucking watching. You best believe that. Let's go. Jackson Mahomes at Tampa. Now I got to bring up a picture. God damn it. No, I do not want Jackson Mahomes. I'll take Kirk Cousins, but not Jackson Mahomes. That's your problem. All right, Brittany might not be a problem, but Jackson Mahomes is your problem, buddy. All right, hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
But James has developed a reputation and it's fair. James is a terrific player, a great player.
Hold on.
But when the lights are the brightest, he has played awful. And like I said, the thing about being a great player, you don't have to.
All right, BT.
You just
BT. BT, baby.
And now.
And I'll get to the other donos here in just a second. Like Skip Bayless, Drip Bayless is like, don't keep me waiting, big dog. I got you, dude. I got you.
In my opinion, the next 2 years, that's gonna go down as one of the worst trades ever. Because the problem
okay. So we look at Patrick Mahomes, you know, he don't look too happy. I don't mind his wifey, Brittany. Sometimes she can be a little extra, but at least she's supporting her, man. At least she's not, not supporting him. She's supporting to the fullest. And it's like, you get people that don't get supported at all, and you get people complain. Then you get someone that like appreciates and supports times 1,000. Then we complain. And then you got Jackson right there. Obviously, there's a lot of jealousy and envy, for Patrick being the brother and him trying to get special treatment and all. You guys can keep the Mahomeses there. I'll take Pat. But you guys can keep Brittany and Jackson. I'll take Pat in Tampa. I'll take Brittany in Tampa. But Jackson's staying in Kansas City. But supposedly he's moving to L.A., right? I think a lot of people were saying that. So 505 in donos headed to 550, baby. Bang! Drip Bayless. He said, if we get $1,000 in donos, can we get the full story? I mean, I've already told the full story over and over and over again. But again, you know what I mean? It's like if you're going to leave at halftime, that's not acceptable. If you're going to quit on me, that's not acceptable. I could have fired him many, many times. The first 2 years of the channel, I even let the equipment stay at his house because I knew he wouldn't come to my house. And then to badmouth me after he, saw Preston doing the NFC Championship game in the Super Bowl, it wasn't a replacement, just someone that wanted to watch the game with me. And I invited him on the mic, and he did a great job. And we got like 350 on one game, 500 on the Super Bowl. And then obviously seeing that, got jealous, and then pretty much said the only people that watch are watching because of him, not me. Wanted to do, obviously his own channel. Support at your own risk is what he said. And obviously all the friends of mine sent me the post on Facebook. Then it was up for a couple hours, and he took it down, probably because the people told him to not be immature. And then he still has me blocked to this day. And I still imagine that he spies on me. He still watches the channel, probably sees what I'm doing. But I'm in a better place now. We were never best friends. We were just, people that did the show together. Just because you do a show with someone doesn't mean that, you're going to be best friends. I mean, look at Mike and Mike. You remember Mike and Mike, that show? They hated each other. You know what I mean? At the beginning, it might have been cool, but a lot of times there's jealousy, there's envy. I've always been the mouthpiece. I invested my PSA 9 Michael Jordan rookie card, that's worth 20 to 30,000. I've always put in the most effort and work. And if you're going to come in and, just get high and smoke weed before the game, get high at halftime, smoke weed, interrupt me when I'm calling the game, and then leave at halftime, and then want me to give you donos after you leave, that's insane. You know what I mean? So it all worked out for the better that he quit. He moved away, moved to Salem an hour away. And once he moved an hour away to move with his girl at the time, which I think he's no longer with, he made that decision. And I knew it was going to take a long time to be able to make the dreams come true, but I never wavered. I'm actually happy that I'm doing it by myself rather than someone else, because I got to be able to have someone that's got my back, not someone that's going to turn their back on me. And that's facts. Drip Bayless with the $20 donation. I know you got that money in that bank account, Drip. I appreciate you very, very much. Let's go. 525. Nice job, NWSF. Let's go. Even the famous Drip Bayless, Skip Bayless, is in the room. Let's go. Yeah, and like I said, you know what I mean? It's unfortunate, but a lot of people saw the chemistry that we had on the mic, right? And they're like, oh, they're best friends, but it was never like that. Me and Preston are more best friends. Me and Marcos, me and Brett. I mean, I can open up to these guys and we can talk about our feelings, our secrets, how we're, our emotions. I never could talk about that stuff with him. He never opened up to the fans on here. You know what I mean? So it's a different type of thing, but we had a good run in the beginning doing reaction videos, but now this is my time to grind and hustle. And will I ever have another partner that I do the show with again? Possibly. I mean, if Colleen Wolfe wants to work with me, let's make it happen. You know what I mean? Because that's who I want to do a podcast with if I was able to do one down the road in the next 5 to 10 years, besides maybe like my boy Drip Bayless and Shay Shay, Skip and Shannon. But Colleen Wolfe is at the top of the list for me, and that's big facts. Record breakers in the room, baby. Let's go. High rollers only. Love your energy, Jishy. And that's why I decided to start donating. At least I got extra monies for now, and I have no problem of donating when I got it. Let's go, Jishy. Let's go, Jishy, my boy. Thank you so much. And it's always good when you lose a Ben, right? That Chiefs fan that went fucking AWOL on me. Then we get a Jishy to write. Boom. We don't even care about Ben no more. Now we got Jishy. Thank you so much for your effort. Thank you so much for being so kind. Jishy in the building. Shep, bang! If I could, Orion, I would love to stream and be your partner for a whole bunch of beers and good eating. We would. I mean, I can do beer reviews, right? I could do food reviews. We could do games. I mean, I just need to get you out here in Oregon on the West Coast, baby. West Coast is the best coast, and we can make that happen. 565, baby. Shep, like I said, that's why I'm going to have a jersey waiting for you for the Braves. And we got baseball. So I gotta get Mr. Williams, Xavier Williams. I got to get you Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant shirts. I need to get Shep, a jersey. And then I need to get Eagles John something. So I got to go down the list of all the GOATs. And then after that, Jake Paul gave me crabs. I got to get something for him. So, if you donate heavy to me and you support me, you're probably going to get a gift in return because I love you so much. And Jishy's on his way. Jishy is on his way. Major dono night. So we had, 640, 672, and 1,052. So if we get past 672, this will be the second highest stream that we've ever had. And we're pacing for that. 1,052.20 is the record. Unbelievable. You guys are awesome. And it's a fucking Thursday night. Let's go. Let's go. Drip Bayless. Bang! Pat McAfee's definitely the most entertaining by far. No one else comes close. I agree. But I think you guys are come close. Obviously you and Shay Shay are good. I like Colin Coward and Joy. Colin has great pace and tonality in his voice. And he used to be my sports guy on Channel 8 News. You know how they have like the weatherman and the local sports guy? Colin was the local sports guy in Oregon before he made his way up the ranks. So I have a lot of connections with Colin Coward, and the reason I like him, a lot of people don't like his takes, and they just don't like him. I like his tonality. I like his voice, and him and Joy Taylor got a good combo and a good thing going. But Pat McAfee, number one. It used to be Good Morning Football. I like NFL Total Access before they replaced Colleen Wolfe with MJ Acosta-Ruiz. MJ Acosta-Ruiz is good, but she's not Colleen Wolfe. So I'm hoping that Kay Adams leaves Good Morning Football. Colleen Wolfe will take her spot, and she's already doing the weekend Good Morning Football show. So hopefully Colleen Wolfe will take over, and I'll watch Good Morning Football again. Skip and Shannon Undisputed is at the top with Colin and the Herd. The Pat McAfee show, I agree, is the best besides this show, the NWSF Daily Night Show, baby. Drip Bayless, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Bang, 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 bang. Let's go. Skip is the man. Skip's donating more than once. Skip got that limitless bankroll with the Jordans and the chains. You know what I mean? You never know who's going to hop in the room and show love to your boy. 575 in donos. Next stop, 600. Let's go, baby. Let's go. NWSF, please take a bow for all the love shown to Orion so quickly. And I'll take a bow. Let's go. NWSF fans, you take a bow. I appreciate you guys. And that's what makes it special. I mean, like, you can go through all the other streams that do sports. This is unheard of. 12 people and you're at almost like $600. It shows the love is so real. It's quality over quantity. A lot of these other channels will have a lot of fans, a lot of kids, a lot of assholes, a lot of trolls. I am so blessed to have so many goats in the room that really respect the hell out of me, and I respect the hell out of you, and you guys understand my work ethic. It feels so fucking good to be loved and appreciated. 10 years of blood, sweat, and tears is finally paying off. Thank you guys so much, man. That's cool, my dude. Got your back no matter what. I was one that thought you guys were two dudes that were BFF. That's good. The chemistry was, well, obviously I have good chemistry. Honestly, I'm a mouthpiece, right? I've done phone sales for 20 years of my life. I feel I can work with anyone. I can work with any guy, any girl, any race, any age. You put me in a room with someone, we're going to have a good time. Like me and Preston have good chemistry. I can have good chemistry with anyone. But obviously, if I could get Colleen Wolfe and it could be me and her, the chemistry would be through the roof, with the energy and just, it's real recognizes real. You know what I mean? You got to be able to have someone that truly loves and enjoys sports. And that's why we are the Northwest Sports Fanatics. You know what I mean? Because we love it. Derek Tyler, Chargers are going to be good. They should be, but they also have the injury curse. Derwin James, Austin Eckler, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. The only guy that doesn't really get hurt is, Justin Herbert yet. Let's, knock on wood and cross the fingers. But I'm excited to see what the AFC West is going to bring. They should be pretty good. And what about the Saints, baby? Jameis Winston? What are we doing? Derek? What are we doing? MT? Jameis? Let's get it going. Get that man signed so I don't have to watch him do any more weird exercises on the internet. Because obviously when he does those weird exercises on the internet, it just is straight comedy for me. Game in and game out, day in and day out. Would love to go to Oregon one day. Would definitely like to make plans for that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Derek's in the building. Derek Tyler. Jishy. Quality over quantity. But the thing is, I've never seen this low amount of people in a room, right, donate so much love and donate so heavy. I'm just so blessed that it's me. You know what I mean? 10 years. We just broke 3.5 million views, y'all. I didn't want to really do a post on it because I want to wait till we get to 4. But when you're only getting like 200 views a video, unless it's like NASCAR or like a football game, you know what I mean? But when I do streams, YouTube isn't giving the notifications. I'm only getting 100 to like 300 people that are watching the streams. It's usually like 150 to 250. 150 to 280, somewhere in that general range. But out of all those people that are watching, we got straight goats in the room that really love me, support the cause, and it feels good to be able to give back. And I'm going to be able to give a good chunk of this money back to my boy Travis and Sepide for their dog. And it makes me feel good, and I imagine they'll cry, and they're going to feel pretty good about it. Oh, baby! Let's break a record. Oh, my. Holly Hundo. You want to see this? What are we at right now for the dono train? This is what we're at, right? We just broke the record. So the record was, what was it? 1,052.20, right? We just broke the record. We're at 575 right now. Just wait a second. Holly Hundo breaking records for your boy. Let's break a record tonight on a Thursday. Let's break a record tonight. Let's break a record tonight. Look at this. Let's go. Let's go. And the night's still young. We're 2 hours and 12 minutes in. Look at that. $500 dono on the Cash App. Bang, 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 bang. We're at 1,075 in donos. We just broke the record. Now I got to update the ticker. Well, I'm not going to update it just yet. But, I guess I could keep updating it as we get more and more and more. But I'll update it for now and then as we keep going. But let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, Holly, for your love and, your dedication to this channel. It means so much. Thank you so much.
Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S22 with a Galaxy Trade-in. Any year, any condition.
Really? My old phone looks like this. Why?
Okay, we will. This.
It's not complicated. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S22 with the Galaxy Trade-in. Any year, any condition.
All right. We broke the dono record tonight. We just did it with 8 people in the room. March 10th, 2022, $1,075, baby. And it's still going. It's still going, baby. It's still motherfucking going. Thank you. You deserve all the love, all the support. And like I said, this is going to be nice because this is going to be such a blessing of a surprise that I'm going to be able to help these guys out. And obviously with their dog situation, let's break a record. Holly, thank you so much. And I know you work really hard for your money. A lot of people that are in the room that donate 20, 50, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. You guys work hard for your money. Some of you guys work graveyard like Cyberpunk 53. Some of you guys work 80 hours a week like Nate the Great, who's donated $500 to me 2 times. Now we got Holly Hundo donating with that as well. And then my friend Sepide obviously has her dog Sport, needs bladder stone surgery, and this is going to help. I mean, obviously I'm going to use some of this money to buy a jersey, for Shep. Obviously use some of the money to buy some shirts for Mr. Williams, Xavier Williams, maybe get something for Eagles John and some of the other goats in the room. All right. But when you have a dog that might get put down, they're trying to raise about 4,000 to 5,000. They're at 260. So I'll be able to donate well above and beyond that. I'll give them cash and I'll make sure that I can help them out. But this is just a quick breakdown. It says, hey, everyone, my dog Sport has been suffering the entire past year, and these are some of my best friends. He started having problems urinating in 2021. I was told that we have to have a specialist look at his stomach to make sure there's no blockage. The entire process of the ER and the ultrasound cost $2,100. After this, I was told because he's not fixed and he had inflammation problems in his urethra, had to get him neutered. I was another $600. Then the problems got worse this month. Took him to a doctor, and it was told it was a urine infection. I took care of that as well. He's having problems this month again, and I was told that he has bladder stones. So now he has to have surgery, and I'm going to do whatever I can in the next, I don't know how many more streams I have to do, but if I can end up raising, $1,000, you know what I mean? Maybe a little bit more than 1,000, to help them out. Normally I could use that money for myself. Let's be honest. I work hard. I grind. I want to be able to give back to the fans that show love to me. But if I can do something on a positive note and help a dog out, especially a dog that I've met before, and I know that they love this dog like I love Paisley, and I don't want them to be able to put this dog down. So if I have to find a way to earn 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 over the next 4, 5, 6, 7 streams, whatever it takes, because I know they're not going to be able to get it done on their own. And my boy Travs works at a funeral home. The girl, Sepide, they have a newborn son that's like 1 or 2 years old. They got the dog that's sick there and a cat. So I imagine she's crying. She's overwhelmed. He's doing his best with what he can do. I know they slang some stuff on eBay, comic books and toys and whatnot. So I know things are tough, but I want to be able to, bring a little bit of joy. And if I can help save a life of a dog, I'm going to do that. Obviously, Holly's big into animals. So am I. A lot of you guys are as well. Thank you guys so much for your guys' generosity. Thank you guys so much for all your love. Let's keep the dono train going. Let's get past 11. I mean, if we're already at 1,075, let's try to get this number to a good number so we can do something for a good cause. And I'll take a picture tomorrow when I go there, and I imagine there'll be some tears shed, but it's going to make me feel really, really good. And like I said, don't get it twisted. Of course, when you get donos like this, you would love to be able to, go on some amazing shopping spree. But I don't think about like that. I always think about someone else other than myself. So, like I said, I bought one thing for myself in the last year, a Devin White sewn jersey, and that's it. But I want to be able to give back to the fans. I want to be able to help people. And when you have amazing fans like this, the 9 people that are in the room right now, you had Skip Bayless come in the room. You got the goats like Holly Hundo. You got Shep. All of you guys contributing together. A lot of people, when they see this tomorrow morning, when I make the post that we broke the record, a lot of people are going to be just like blown away with what we are able to do. 2 hours and 17 minutes. It's not even a fucking football game that's on. We started off really slow on the donos too. We were about an hour in, sitting at like $25. And look at that. An hour in, $25. Another hour has passed, and now we're almost at 1,100. That shows you the passion and love for the NWSF. Chief just came in the room and witnessed greatness. Yes, we did. Let's go. Bang! Let's go, baby. Let's go. All the way to the Bay, baby. And like I said, if it wasn't for the heavy hitters like Shep, Mr. Williams, Shepard Williams, Xavier Williams, Holly Hundo, all of them, all you guys contributing together, you guys are the fucking MVPs, man. You guys really are. Chief, we're making history, baby. Right? So in the last 2.5 weeks, we've broken the record 4 times. The initial record was 620, and that was actually when Holly and Grossi rated the channel for the Jags and the Bengals in October, and she donated $320 out of the $620. I asked her to be a mod. I asked her to be a part of the channel. Obviously, I got $620 in donations in 45 minutes. 400 plus subs to get me over 20K, even though we're under right now. We'll get there again. And then I got a future collab with Grossi when the Packers and Bucks play, which we were going to do for NFC Championship game, but the Packers lost to the Niners. I lost to the Rams, but the Packers and Bucks play next year in the regular season. So as long as Grossi keeps his word, which I think he will, we will collab, and then this channel will probably take off at that point. Once we see the Grossi Posse family, we'll notice who NWSF is, and we should be able to have a nice spike in the numbers. 1,075, baby. Let's go. I know. And I knew you'd do it to contribute and help. Shout out to everybody, man. You guys are fucking fantastic people. And that's the thing. Shout out to the goats in the chat. Bang! $20. Chiefs Kingdom representing for your boy. And that's the dono train is real. It's like Uncle Mo. Like, just like when Peter Schrager tried to steal Uncle Momentum. Once the momentum starts going, you never know when it's going to end. It could start and stop after a donation, or like one quarter or one play in the NFL, or it could keep going and going and going, and it can last, for hours on end. Shout out to this community. Grossi's got something really special. Perna, GPS, him and Perna have a great show. Clickbait Sports, Grossi, Packers, Perna, Broncos, Urinating Tree, Steelers, 5 Point Vids, Giants, Scooter Magruder, Cowboys, and maybe a future Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan, NWSF, maybe as a future 6-man for the Clickbait Sports. That's my goal. So obviously at some point, I got to be able to prove to them that I have something worthy to show, and offer to Clickbait Sports, but I think I would be a great addition. But I got to be able to prove myself to them first. And that's facts. Bang, 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 baby. Let's go. 1,095 in donos. So we're what? $5 away? All right, and I got a couple more donos here as well. So I think we're over that number. Let me see. We got, let's see here. All right, $5 from Chief Gone Chief to get us to 1,100. And then we got another donation from Air Whitey too. Boom! Chief will Chief. $5 dono on the Cash App. Thank you so much, brother. It's going to go to a good cause. That puts us at 1,100. And then Air Whitey from your boy Air. $2. Thank you, Air. Appreciate you. Crazy that Sarah and Odin's went to bed. They're like, oh, this guy's not gonna, they probably thought, oh, this is gonna be a show. Maybe he'll get like, $40. He'll end it early. He'll just do like maybe like a 2-hour stream. And maybe we'll wait till tomorrow and then we'll pick it up then. But lo and behold, when you sit at $25 and you're grinding it out, and you always have faith, in the goats to come in the room to be able to make it happen. That's why in this, you never know. On any given Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, any day, you can be sitting at $25, and then a few minutes pass, and now you're sitting at $1,100 and $1,102. Incredible. This is a record breaker. Our record before was 1,052.20 from about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. So we've continuously broke the record. 620 was a record from the Grossi raid. That was in October. Then we hit 640 2 weeks ago. Then we hit 672 like a week ago. And then we hit 1,052.20 about a week and a half ago. And then now we just broke the record again. Within the last 2 weeks, we've broken the record 4 times. And now we're at 1,102. And I'm going to update the banner as we go.
Investing, advice, JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Unbelievable. With 12 people in the room. Skip Bayless even came in. Amazing. Haven't been great lately. Proud to do what I do, part of something special I love. Yeah, and like I said, if things are a little rough for you, I know you've gone through a lot of ups and you've gone through a lot of downs. Like I said, you can reach out to me anytime. Obviously, my sleep schedule is a little wacky. Obviously, if I stay up really late, and I'm doing a lot of things. Obviously reading and film study and whatnot. But what a night to remember, man. What a night to remember. $1,102 in donos, $1,150 in sight, baby. Let's go. And I know things have been tough. And like I said, we've had some private conversations. And like I said, feel free to reach out to me anytime. And I know that sometimes having this positive environment with a troll that comes in once in a while, but for the most part, it's all goats in the room. And we all are familiar with each other. We all love each other. We all come here to, talk sports, talk life, talk about whatever problems that we're going through. And it's a good community. Like, I think that's what I really, I'm proud of. It's like, people can love me for, my sports knowledge, my voice, my hot takes, my live play-by-play reactions, my knowledge in wrestling, NBA, football. But me being a real person, real recognizes real, that means more to me than any sport knowledge that I have in my brain. You guys are awesome, man. Just like the Infinity Stones coming together. Absolutely. Unbelievable, right? Let's go. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. So we were at 1,102. How about this? Let's break another fucking record tonight. $198 dono by Cyberpunk 53. Let's go. Are you kidding me? Are we going to hit like 1,500 tonight? It's funny, too, because after I told Sarah when we hit the 1,052, I was like, what's the next record? 1,200? 1,500? Unbelievable. And I guarantee no one else on YouTube can do this. This is insane. Thank you so much.
In celebration of the NBA's 75th anniversary, Bleacher Report and the NBA teamed up with select artists like Frank Miller and Sue Tsai to create original works of art and apparel inspired by them. The 5 artists, 5 styles, a one-of-a-kind collaboration.
Let's go. Boom. 198. Bang, 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 bang. Let's go. Let's go, baby. The goats are in the room and they support your boy over and over. And we're at literally $955 on the Cash App, which is going to help, save an animal's life. And obviously with the other goats that are in the room that are donating on the super chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's break records today on a fucking Thursday. Right now it's 12:35 or 1:35 in the morning, 10:35 p.m. right now. Let's go. Sarah's going to be like, I shouldn't have went to sleep. Odin's son is going to be like, fuck, what did I miss? Right? They're going to be like, I definitely shouldn't have fell asleep this early. Let's go. This is awesome. So we were at 1,102 plus an amazing $198. So we're at 1,300. Are you fucking kidding me? 1,300, baby. Cyberpunk. And that's what it shows you. If you support your fans and you have a connection with your fans, you know what I mean? And you obviously have that gratitude. It shows you that, if you take care of them, they will take care of you. We have a great community here. And like I said, anything that I can do to help people out, I'm going to do it. You guys are amazing fucking people, man. Well, I guess the next goal, we just broke the record again. And obviously I know we're going to end up hitting, 1,500, 2,000. But I always dreamed in my head that this would come after maybe me and Grossi collab, and when I would have like 50 people in the room, 100 people in the room hitting numbers like this. I would have never in my wildest dreams thought that with 11 people in the room at 10:37 p.m. on a Thursday with no NFL games on in sight, that we would hit something so crazy like this. But it makes me feel so loved and so special. You guys are amazing. Let's go. 13 hundo tonight from all the goats. You guys are fucking crazy. 1,300, yes. You guys are so awesome. And like I said, I promise you, like I said, when I can end up, giving a lot of this, to help out their dog, of course, it would be great to be able to, spend money for myself. But when a dog's life is on the line, I know that it's kind of funny because my girlfriend was talking about what happens when Paisley gets old, when she's like 13, 12 years old. Are we just going to let her go? And fuck no, we're not going to. I'm going to be able to do whatever it takes to be able to save, any dog's life, especially if it's someone like a family member to me. So shout out to the goats. 13 hundo. Yes, we do. We love our football. We love football. We love wrestling. We love sports. But I think it's about the quality people in the room that a lot of us work really hard. You know, we got people in college like Elliot, you know, that's going to be able to make mad dollars, and he's a good person, and he's going to be able to be very successful in life. But a lot of us are a little bit older that have been going through the trials and tribulations of mental health, going through deaths in the family, friends, just, you know, really going through a lot of fucking shit, COVID and everything else. And it's just fucking nice that after 10 years of blood, sweat, tears, that I'm finally in a position to not have to work any other jobs, and I can actually do my fucking dream, and I can give back at the same time while paying my bills and taking care of the family. This is amazing, man. This is amazing. Is it possible? 1,500 in sight, 1,300 in donos. NWS Apostle, don't be depressed, my guy. I mean, if you can't get excited for $1,300 in donos being in the greatest chat room on YouTube, baby, let's go. Let's go. Mostly all love for Ryan, and great, I can contribute and help out like everyone else. It's awesome, man. And that's one thing that I think I found the niche. You know, it's like everyone else, you know, is doing uploads. You know, they're doing NBA or whatever. But like I said, if I can connect with the fans, and that's always what I wanted to do. I'm the only one that does these late night streams. I'm the only one that really incorporates, you know, the HD pictures with the show. And I imagine more and more people are going to copy my style as they see the results that I'm getting. But these aren't typical results, because you could do the same thing that I'm doing, but not in the same kind of flair and not my same kind of swag. And you're probably not going to get the same results on the donos or whatever you're getting or shooting for. But I know we got some amazing fans here, and I couldn't ask for a better group. We love football, the pets, mental health, community, all the feels, and that's what it's about. Thank you so much for all your guys' love and appreciation. We're making history, dude. And this is just the beginning. I mean, think about it for a second. With 10 people in the room, right? 10 goats, right? And if you can hit a number like 13, can you imagine once we have 30 people in the room regularly? And if most of them are goats, 50 people in the room, less than 100 people in the room. I mean, we might be able to make 2, 3, 4, 5,000 in a night. And that could be life-changing for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Maybe kids that don't get Christmas presents, or maybe someone's dog needs surgery, or whatever the case is, or maybe some charity work that we can do. So I know that we're going to keep getting better and better and better with the quality of the people. The numbers will go up. The subs will go up. Obviously, the views in the room will go up. But what we're accomplishing right now is history in the making. It's groundbreaking. You're not going to see anyone else being able to have this kind of support from the fans. And I just want to say thank you guys so much, you know, for all the hard work and the blood, the sweat, the tears, the partner quitting on me, you know, going through the depression, the anxiety, addiction, all these crazy things, and being able to come out on the other side like this. It feels really fucking good that we're making history. Chief will chief. Appreciate you. Amazing. 2 hours and 31 minutes. Unbelievable. Oh, we got the Brooklyn Nets and the Sixers are going to come on next. So they're going to replay that. I might watch a little bit of that. Let me go to the NFL Network and see if there's anything on here. We got baseball. What's baseball? We got the Mets and the Cubs from 2007. Why not? Let's see. A commercial. And what do we got on NFL Network? Earning It. And we got NFL Total Access. And then later tonight, it is the Ravens and the Steelers. All right, so I'm going to go back up to the basketball game. And I know they're having Barkley and Shaq kind of talk, and they're great with their chemistry, but they fought each other back in the day. I remember when Barkley got the basketball and launched it off Shaq's head, but they've come a long way since then. That's facts. Yeah, thank you guys so much, man. It's just your guys' love and appreciation for me is just unmatched. It's just awesome. All right, let's just go over some of the goats in the room. We started off with Sarah Small with a 5, Eagles John with a 20, Holly Hundo with a 200, Cyberpunk 53 with a 25, Holly Hundo with a 5 hundo, Chief Gone Chief with a 5, Air Whitey with a 2, and Cyberpunk 53 with a 198. And that's just on the Cash App side, let alone all the 50s and 20s and 100s by Jake Paul Gave Me Crabs, Shepard Williams, and Chief Will Chief, and all the other goats out here showing love like this. I mean, this is just amazing just to scroll up in the chat. And even Skip Bayless came in the room to show some love. You know, you never know, what goats will come into the room. You'll get people that are on TV. You'll get loyal people that show love to your boy. Drip Bayless, He didn't even think we were at that point. He didn't even think we were going to get to 1,000. And then he said that, and look, lo and behold, now we're well above that. He said, "Let's skip." He said, "Holy shit, the donos." Hey, that's what we do here. That's what we do here, baby. You know what I mean? You guys are just amazing, amazing people. You know, and I couldn't ask for a better bunch than you guys. Fucking incredible, man. Thank you, guys. Obviously, I have to showcase a lot of the love and appreciation that I got. Shout out to everybody in the room, man. What a great night. All right. Take care. Get some sleep. Thank you so much for your generosity. Like I said, I'll be posting some pics tomorrow with the dog, and hopefully I can get some tears shed tomorrow. And then we'll be right back at it, earning some more money. Like I said, I'm going to give some money from this stream, give some money from the last stream, and then also on top of that, tomorrow and the next day, Saturday night, I'm going to be going to a Blazer game with my boy Brett, but I'm going to try to do as many streams as possible so that way we can keep raising money to help save this dog's life. So shout out, everyone. I appreciate you. I'm still going, though. So like I said, it's 2 hours and 34 minutes. So I'll probably stream here for, I don't know, I'll probably stream here for another 25 minutes to make it 3 hours, or we might go for an hour and 25 minutes. So we might go all the way till like midnight, my time. And we might do that and make it a clean, 4 hours, or, depending on how we're winding down, we'll look at the donos. And like I said, I'm going to watch this Brooklyn Nets and the Sixers. I'm going to end up watching that, and then we'll just see where we're at. You know what I mean? We already broke a record tonight, so it's just fucking crazy that we had this much support. But you guys are amazing fucking people, man. Amazing, amazing. Yes, I know that they're doing the hand painting I'm watching right now. Look at Shaq and Barkley. They are right now. They see the Asian girl right here, and they're just like, "Oh, hello." You can tell. They're like, "What's your number?" Barkley's like, "What's your number?" Shaq is like, "What's your number?" Kenny's like, "What's your number?" Yeah, you guys are amazing people, man. And like when we first started the show, again, we were sitting at like $25 after like an hour or an hour and a half. Like it wasn't, it was a very appreciative $25. But it looked like it was going to be a day where it would be a little bit lower, where we, instead of hitting 200 to 1,000, it looked like it might be like a $50 day or maybe a $100 day at the most. But it shows you, if you have faith and you have goats in the room. Back in the day, the support was this much. Okay. No belief. Be realistic. Not going to happen. I always believed in myself. Even my dad has doubts. My mom doesn't understand. A lot of the friends, they don't get it because they don't watch the show. It's easy to be a hypocrite and be critical of something that you don't know of. But I try my best to be able to, take care of everyone else besides myself first, deal with the groceries and, whatever it may be. Like I went to the store today and got a little thing of cheesecake and wanted to eat it for myself and had to pass it along. But, as long as you get the right people supporting, I mean, that's what it's about. And like I said, I know that I feel that I am one of the, the greatest, not only just on YouTube, but in the United States, like globally, as far as doing sports and life and having a talk show. I feel like I got something really special here. You know what I mean? Once the sponsors and once the other people, know who I am, like I said, there's going to be opportunities on podcast, TV, other deals and whatnot. But obviously, I'm never going to change as a person. I'd rather just stay on YouTube and just, grind it out like Grossi and be my own boss. I don't want to have to say I can't wear a hat or I can't wear a tank top or I can't wear shorts. I want to be comfortable like Pat McAfee. You know what I mean? Let me be me. Real recognizes real. But it's, it feels good to be loved and supported, baby. Thank you so much. Yeah, but the support was this for a long time from a lot of people. You know what I mean? But now the support is through the roof from a lot of you guys in here as well. Cheesecake. Absolutely. And it was one of those like individual cups. So it costs like $3.50. It's kind of expensive, $4, but you get some good bites out of it. Obviously I can buy a whole cheesecake and I can eat it myself because I love cheesecake also. You know what I mean? I can just sit there and eat the whole thing, but Shep started the conga line. He did. Can you believe if it wasn't for Shep and then Holly and like, you know what I mean? It's like Sarah and Odin's, they got tired And like I said, we weren't really at a very high number. So they probably were like, all right, I'm going to dip. I'm just going to go. And then sometimes it's like a football game, right? The game looks like it's going to be like shit. And then all of a sudden you go to sleep. And then you wake up in the morning and you find out it was triple overtime. And then it's something crazy. You know what I mean? That's what sometimes happens in these streams where you don't really expect anything to happen. And then all of a sudden the love comes out. And then boom, the appreciation and support comes out. Reggie Miller and Kevin Harlan, the best play-by-play NBA voice. Obviously, it used to be Marv Albert. Harlan is great. Love him. And I love you guys, man. Thank you so much. Amazing. Love me some dude. You love all the stuff that I love. We would be like best friends, bro. You're like, you want to go get some seafood? Boom. Me and Shep. Right? This is me and him. Just pimping. Right? That's us, dude. That's us. This is us, dude. Did we just become best friends? Dude, whenever you show the food, like the shrimps and the lobster tail and the crabs, dude, like I would almost rather eat that stuff first over like hamburgers or tacos or pasta. Like I all love that shit too. But a good seafood, because we live here on the coast, obviously in Oregon. If you either live on the East Coast or the West Coast and you have the availability to get that, or if you live, like in Louisiana and the islands, and you can get that good seafood. Oh man. Unbelievable. Shout out to all the pimps in the room. Raise a glass. Tommy want wingy. You can get a lot of wingies for $1,300, let me tell you. Yeah. Omega. This is our donos tonight. I would say it's a good haul. A good haul in donos tonight from the goats. Can you imagine getting that kind of money in donos? That's like a bank vault. That is a lot of money right there. I don't even know how much money that is right there, but it's a lot. A couple million? I don't know what the fuck is right there, but that's a lot of money right there. I'll tell you that. Your boys got goals. They got to keep grinding it out, baby. Got to keep grinding it out. And then if obviously you came to the show late, we started off a little slow, $25 for about an hour, and now we broke the record on the channel of all time, $1,300 in donos. Unfucking believable. Even Russell Wilson's like, what the fuck? I know, man. I can't believe it either. Khalil Mack going to the Chargers, played on the Raiders, obviously in the Bears, and then now you're going to be on the Chargers, my dude. Didn't really give up a whole lot to get him. He looks good in the Charger uniform. Baseball is back. We're going to add some more playoff teams, and I fucking love it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Mr. Williams, it's crazy, right? Because imagine when Sarah wakes up tomorrow and Odin's son, Odin's child, they won't even believe it. They're like, really? Yeah. And then they'll have to go back and watch the show. Harlan lives in. No, he doesn't. Does he really? See, you learned something new right there. I love him, man. He's got a great voice. And this game was pretty lit. It looks like the Nets won by like almost 30. But obviously Harden had a tough night. And then Kyrie dropped a 50 a couple nights ago. And these are two or more of the enjoyable teams. Like, obviously, we root for the Nets to lose a lot because they're just trying to build up their super team. But they got Durant, they got Kyrie, no more Harden, now Harden and Embiid. It's exciting, man. I'd rather watch these guys play than the Blazers or Lakers as of late. We know, obviously, with those teams, they're struggling right now. Pimpin'. Holly's like, I was going to bed, but I guess I'm not yet. All the wingies. All the wingies, all the love, all the support. I mean, this pick, I don't know. Maybe we need to get this shirt blown up and we can all wear it. I mean, the Tommy Watt wingy shirt is cool, but to be able to actually get Chris Farley's face on a t-shirt like this specific image, and if we all meet up, like in Vegas or like LA for like an NWSF meetup, and we all have the Tommy shirt on, Tommy Watt wingy. Love it. I'll see. I don't know with copyright or with all the other stuff that they got going on, but I would wear this shirt all day. Let me tell you, Farley's one of my favorites. This shirt is money. It's money. Tommy Watt wingy. Love it. Oh yeah. Yeah, shout out. And like I said, I know some people, that can't. Like, I mean, even Alex was like, I want to donate. Like, bro, you're 11. You know what I mean? Maybe that was the start of like the karma. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes you just got to push And, like I said, I started, trying to get showered and shaved and go to the grocery store. And I could have skipped today. I could have said, fuck it. You know what I mean? It was like, normally I stream at 6 pass, 7 pass, 7:30 pass. But I was like, you know what? I messaged Sarah. I'm like, I'm streaming tonight. I just got to go to the grocery store, shave and shower. Let me get ready. And then I was going to do 7:45, which led to about 8:10 because I need to get some pictures prepped and everything. And, started a little bit later. But, hey, it's not how you start. It's how you finish. And you put in that effort. And look at that. If I would have not streamed tonight, we would have not broke the record. So I'm really grateful that I decided to push myself. And like I said, when you have Khalil Mack going to the Chargers and the MLB is back, of course I'm going to stream because that's what I do. We do these late night streams for a fucking reason. Oh, yeah. Chiefs Kingdom, the Eagles fans. Like I said, a majority of the fans are a little bit of everywhere, but a lot of them are Chiefs fans because Jake Paul Gimme Crabs is a Chiefs fan, right? Chief Will Chief. Chiefs fans, Holly Hundo, Chief fan. But you got Shep. Shep represents for the Falcons and the Braves and the Georgia Bulldogs. You know what I mean? And then you got Mr. Xavier Williams, obviously for the Rams and the Lakers. But you're getting a lot of support all over. Chris Farley, Tommy Watt Wingy. We need it. We need it. They're wanting to escape in the snowstorm. $5. Bang! Let's go. Chief Will Chief. Chief Will Chief has stepped his game up too. Have you noticed that? When you start seeing the other GOATs throw up like these big numbers, maybe you can't throw up a big number like a 50 or 100, but then you start seeing people that normally donate like 1 to 5 go to like 10 or 20. And I don't want anyone to like be broke just to try to keep up with some of the other GOATs. I mean, I want to make sure that you're eating food, not fingernails like Elliot. Elliot was getting to a point where, he's eating fingernails and pepperoni pizza, no sausage, and we can't have that. And then he got sick. So we want to make sure that everyone can obviously donate appropriately. But Chief Will Chief has stepped his game up. I ended up looking at his Instagram, when he was donating from before, and he's got a picture of him with Monopoly money and this like bottle of booze when he's like a young kid. So he was already destined for greatness early on, and we got a little chuckle out of that when I looked on his Instagram and went through his profile. He looks like he's got a lot of cool friends that are ride or dies based on the vibe that I got in the photos. Shout out Chief Will Chief. Gang. So what are we at, 13:05? Yeah, we can't have fingernails for dinner, I mean, I've been there. Eating a peanut butter jar, I can just update this. I can update the ticker as we go. We're at 13:05, baby, and we're still going. Bang. Let's go, baby. Chiefs fans, baby. What can you say? Chiefs Kingdom, one bad seed like Ben, and then you get a lot of other good seeds coming through. Honey Badger, you're probably going to the Saints, but I'm going to still keep this photo up as long as you're a member of the team, buddy. All right? And this is one of the favorite parts of the channel for me besides talking life, TV shows, movies, sports, depression, and just being there for each other, just to be able to give you guys a little piece of my personality on the show. And it's something that you're not going to get somewhere else. You're going to get kind of a Fox Sports, Good Morning Football type of vibe. And obviously I'm not on a major network, but I'm going to try to give you, good presentation. And that's what it's about, baby. Chiefs. Let's go. And it's a good throwback memory for me too, because I go back in time when I see some of these photos and it puts a smile on my face because I remember being 5 years old and watching these players. I remember being 7 and going to Toys R Us and getting the Christian Okoye starting lineup. I remember watching Monday Night Football, watching Christian Okoye and the Broncos. Like, this is awesome, man. High fives to everyone in the room. Tommy. Obviously, that's for our girl Holly. Shout out Jamal Charles, what a stud. Alex Smith, and the nicest looking beanie the Chiefs have ever made. Cheers. Pimps. Wingies. Gang.
I mean, you send a double team to him early, and he just fades away at 7 feet, 280.
13:05. Let's go. 13:05 on a Thursday night. And I started the stream like 2 hours later than normal. You can't be eating the fingernails. Bro, we would be like roommates, bro. Be like, all right, what's for dinner tonight? Oh, we're going to go get some breaded shrimp, some lobster tail. We're going to get with the lobster tail with the butter. We're going to get some crabs. And then also we'll finish it off with some cheesecake. Dude, seriously. And out here, we have friends that hate seafood. So I guess it just depends on where you're from. If you live in the Midwest and some parts of the country, you probably don't really have good seafood spots. But out here, if you live on the East Coast, I want to visit Maine to go get that fresh that I see like on Gordon Ramsay's TV shows. And obviously, I'm out here in Oregon on the Oregon coast. So if you live in Washington, Oregon, Cali, we get some really good, sushi and seafood and amazing lobster, crab, and obviously the breaded shrimp. I love breaded shrimp, and I love shrimp in general. Yeah, it's amazing, man. Hey, we love you, man. We love you. We appreciate you. Yes. And I'll come up with others, and I can only keep so many files. You should see my desktop. It's insane. Like, because I just pull the pictures and I put them on the desktop, and then I have to load them on to this program. So I probably have like 10,000 photos that are just randomly scattered on my desktop. I probably should organize them, but I'm just so busy with everything that I got to do. I just like, all right, pull, drag. I gotta work quick. I can't be slow dog. When I'm doing a live stream where you're waiting for me to pull up a picture for 10 minutes. That's why if you notice, I'm quick about it. I try to find the file and I try to get the picture up within 30 seconds to a minute or not quicker. So, and the pictures are awesome. It's like, and before I used to just do like a studio background, but what I've learned, if you want to be interactive with the fans, you want to be able to show them something new, something different. You can still show them, some of the ones that I've saved over time, but you want to keep it fresh and entertaining. And obviously if the photo is nice, of course I'm going to keep it.
It's true. Everyone gets a free new Samsung Galaxy S22 with
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. One of my favorites of all time, the highest yards per carry average of all time. Your boy knows. Jamal Charles, amazing player. Just like Dante Hall. As I almost break my microphones. The human joystick. That was me attempting to play Atari 2600, but then I almost broke the mic right there. Dante Hall, Jamal Charles. Yes, baby. Yeah, they have this place. They have like a sweet and sour sauce. There's this place on the Oregon coast that we go to, and they have this special sauce. It's like a honey, but it's like it's not a cocktail sauce though. But you dip the shrimp in it, and it's breaded shrimp, and then it's like a sweet and sour sauce that you dip it in with a little bit of spice to it, and it's amazing. It's to die for. If we end up meeting up, we will drive to this spot. It's about an hour from my house. It's on the beach on the coast, and it is incredible. The sauce is to die for. Like, I would buy a bottle of this sauce for like $50 just to have it, even if it's only worth like 10. It's like their home sauce that they make, but it's kind of like a sweet and sour with a little kick to it. And when you dip it into the shrimp, oh my God, it's just to die for. It is to die for. Tommy and his locks. Tommy has the flow. Holly's in love. Holly's in love with Tommy. Let's show Tommy on the screen so Holly can. Holly's already supported the channel so much. We got to be able to show some love back. I'm going to take the comment down so she can get the full locks. Stop the hate. Look at the locks. What kind of shampoo does he use? It's not Pert Plus. It's not Head and Shoulders. That's got to be some like Herbal Essence or some of that like high end shampoo. Look at the locks flowing. Look at that. Look at that extension with the leg, like he's in ballet or something. Look at the focus. Look at that. Look at the angle. This guy was good at geometry in school, I can tell. Look at that. Unbelievable. And then obviously with the family, let's swap the jerseys. Townsend to Townsend. One guy looks like he works at a bank, and the other guy looks like he's a model for like Abercrombie and Fitch. Tommy. Let's go. High five to everybody in the room. Shout out to you guys. Beers for everyone. And it's also kind of nice to be able to, talk about something and then have a photo incorporated about what we're talking about. A lot of people, I think, that they're not on my level. You know what I mean? To be able to keep things moving. And like I said, I love you guys so much. You guys always deserve the best. So I always try to put in maximum effort on every single stream. And obviously, you got to have good voice inflection. You got to be energetic. You got to be funny. You got to be likable. You got to be able to do a lot of things. And I try my best for you guys all the time. And I just be myself. Real recognizes real, baby. Nice. Jameis Ameza, always watching the sports. Roddy White. Let's pull up a Roddy White photo, brother. The last photo I brought up was of Jackson Mahomes. Let's put up Roddy White, man. Roddy White was a stud. He was always giving Tampa Bay problems. Always, dude. Ooh, I found a good one. Oh my. This HD photo is sick. So sharp and clear. There we go. All right. Let's do it. Are you ready? Your boy works fast. You want a photo? I get a photo and I make it happen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially when they're HD. It's just something about an HD photo. It just looks so good on the screen. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're watching like ESPN or something, or like Fox Sports or CBS or whatever your favorites are. What a photo. What a jersey. What a helmet. With the captain's patch. That's incredible. That's a sweet fucking photo, brother. Shout out. See, it's always cool to put up a message and link it to a photo. You know, it's like, it's what you got to do. You know, when you talk about something, I'm a visual guy too. You know, sometimes like, you know, when you have someone at work or, you know, someone trying to explain something to you, and if you don't have a visual, sometimes you need someone to show you rather than just talk about it. When someone tells me to do something and I can't see it visually, sometimes it takes me a second to, you know, to kind of make things happen. But if I can get like a visual with it, then it's much easier for me to be able to get the job done. I'm saving that one on the computer for you. That's a nice one. Let's go. Yeah, seriously, right? I mean, fast, speed, you know, mobility, agility, good hands. Yeah, he used to cook Tampa all the time. I used to get so pissed off. I was like, Roddy, fucking every game. And then, you know, he would always be talking trash, you know, to my guys. Like it was like Aqib Talib or whoever was there. And nothing that my guys could say, you couldn't stop him. Like when he was in his prime, he was like almost unstoppable. You know what I mean? That's facts. So he uses Head and Shoulders. I mean, he might be sponsored by Head and Shoulders, but God, with that hair, there's got to be some extra products that he's using. He's a ballet dancer. Pointed toes, baby. Pointed toes. So, did he? Okay, well, there you go. So maybe Head and Shoulders. There's a reason why I brought it up, because I know it wasn't going to be Pert Plus, but sometimes you got to find that product that works, you know, the best for you. I mean, I know some guys that got the longer hair, they're using like the herbal essences or like the Paul Mitchell products, you know, that those expensive products for your hair. I mean, like back when I used to have hair, gel, mousse, you know, all the different products that you'd be putting in there. I don't know what that's like now because I don't got hair, but maybe when I get rich, I'll get the hair plugs and you'll see your boy with the Asian hair again. I'll have the anime hair. I'll be looking like Dragon Ball Z up in here. Probably not, but hey, a man can dream, right? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Matty Ice. Hey, that's a good one. Let's throw Matt Ryan on here. You know, we talk about someone, let's put him up. You know what I mean? Show some appreciation to Shep for all his amazing donos today. You know, I always try to be able to show love. See if I can find a good one. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got one with him and Julio. Amazing picture, too. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, baby.
That's not been the issue with them. We've got two guys in KD and Kyrie who loves atmospheres like this. So much being said about this game.
All right, you ready? Your boy acts quick. I'm the fastest on the fucking YouTube circles, baby. Julio, Matt Ryan, he say, listen, all you got to do is just go deep and catch the ball. Roddy's like, I got you. I got you, Matty Ice. I got you. Julio's like, I got you. I got you. Matt Ryan. That's a sweet photo. That's a sweet photo, baby. That's a good thing about this, you know, channel. Like every day that we stream, you're always going to see something new. You know, there'll be some photos that get recycled that are my favorites, but you'll also get some new ones on there based on whatever we talk about. You talk about a TV show, I'll pull up a photo. We talk about a movie, I'll pull up a photo. We talk about an actor, we'll pull up a photo. You know, that's just what it's about, man. You got to put the face and you got to put the words together. Unbelievable. Great photo. Love it. Michael Vick, yeah. I'll throw up a Vic for you. Anime hair for Orion, I would support. Hey, I think I would get sponsored by some hair care products if I ended up having the hair. That's facts. 1305, baby. Joe Fly, yo, late night bendy. Hey, 3 hours in, we broke the record tonight, all time. $1,305 in donos, $25 in the first hour, and then an hour and a half after that, boom, 1305. Previous record, 1,052.20. Unbelievable. Yeah, baby, with like 11 people in the room. You know what I mean? That's what we do here. We have goats in the room, quality over quantity. It's like a high rollers poker table, you know, for only the best of the best. You feel me? Yeah, 1305. Isn't that wild? It's wild. All right, let me get a Michael Vick photo in here. I like Michael Vick on Virginia Tech the best, though. But I do have a lot of love for when he was on the Eagles and the Falcons. I mean, obviously we know, what happened, with the dog shit, and that's obviously absolutely fucking horrible. That he would even think that would be okay. And obviously we've seen him on the Steelers. We've seen him play on many different teams, but. But he went to jail, right? Paid the price. And hopefully he will never do anything like that to any fucking animal ever again.
Sometimes I wish kids had a little more range. Let's make some. Compare mortgage rates to help.
All right.
Slightly larger kids. Compare investing accounts to expand your portfolio and your horizon. Compare your way there. Find the smartest financial products for you on your wallet. Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Awesome.
Cool.
We're making history, baby. We're making history, baby. All right, here we go. Michael Vick, baby. Vick. Take the messages down so we can get the full grasp of what we're looking at. Wanted to find a little bit sharper of a picture, but sometimes you got to find ones that fit the screen. I can get ones that are sharp that don't fit the screen, but it just looks better when it fits perfectly. So there's certain dimensions that I have to look up to be able to, make the ones fit. And sometimes you just have to go with a picture that you like that's not going to fit. But sometimes I try to find ones that are going to fit. Like I had another really good HD one, and there's like Eagles ones that I can pull up, but I was trying to pull up ones that were more Falcons. I have one other one. Let me see if I can get this one to fit.
That was the hardest thing my first 2 years in the league was to figure out when you were double team. Great players like Charles and Shaq, they would bait you because you didn't know when to come and when not to come. And I think that's what Steve Nash was trying to tell.
All right, let me see if we get this one to fit.
Be aggressive because right now
that one's a little bit sharper than this one. And he's in the white. Looking good. Looking good. But my favorite is obviously him in Virginia Tech. I never missed a game when he was on Virginia Tech. The hype was real, just like Johnny Manziel and Johnny Football. The hype is real. I never missed any games when those guys were playing. That's facts. Making history, baby. Big hitters. Shep was a big hitter. Holly Hundo donated, I don't know what, $700 or something. She had a $500 dono, and we had some more donos in the room. Chief Gone Chief. Cyberpunk 53 donated $198 and a 25er. That's just on the Cash App. So he did like $225. Holly Hundo did $700 on the Cash App, and I think some others on the $500 dono and a $200 dono. We got donos from all kinds of fucking people. Chief Gone Chief with a 15er. We just got another donation here. Let's go. It's a collective unit of the same goats pretty much every day that support your boy. Mr. Williams, Shepard Williams is a goat, donated big. Holly Hundo donated big. Cyberpunk 53 donated big. All right, then we just got a 15er.
9 and 10 free throws in this first quarter alone for Embiid. The 76ers Reggie since the Harden trade 5-1.
Bang! $15 dono on the Cash App. That puts us at what? 1320? 1,320. We broke the record by more than $300 tonight, all time on the channel. And it's in the ticker down below. 1,320. The previous record was 620 in October of last year with the Grossi raid. Then we hit 640 2 weeks ago, 672 2 weeks ago, 1,052 about a week ago, and now we're at 1,320 on a Thursday night with no NFL game on in sight. Unbelievable. Let's go. Luke Birch in the building. What to do? We even had Skip Bayless hop in the room. You never know what celebrity will hop in the room and show love to your boy, you know? Cyberpunk, my dude, appreciate you. You're like, I'm legit. Like, this is what I'm doing is let me do what I want to do with my money. You know what I mean? Joe Fly's all trying to put up the numbers like I'm gonna do 1,300 every day. And the impressive thing about it is there's like 7 or 8 people in the room. You know, most people that hit this kind of number normally need 700 or 7,000 or 20,000 people in the room to hit something like this. You know what I mean? Not 7. You know, that's what makes it incredible. But like I said, I'm going to be doing some giveaways, for the fans, which I have continuously been able to do. Jackets for Holly Hundo in Cyberpunk 53, starter jackets that are Chiefs. I got Odin's son, Odin's child, 4 wrestling t-shirts. He's got 1 Undertaker one and 3 on the way. We got Sarah Small. We got some Colt sweats, socks, t-shirts, and whatnot. And I still got Xavier Williams with a couple Kobe and Magic Johnson vintage t-shirts I got to be able to find. Shep with a Braves jersey of Okuna. And then I got a few other people like Eagles John and a few of you others that I need to take care of as well. And then obviously I have a friend that has a dog that's sick, and we're going to be able to try to make it happen so the dog doesn't need to be put down. So pretty awesome, man. $1,320 in donos with 8 people in the room. Goats all day, every day. Goats. $1,350, baby. We're getting close. Said the Sports Fury streamed 2 NBA games a day, didn't come close in donos. Well, they're not me. You know what I mean? I know they kind of hate on me. I know people have donated to them to, hey, go raid NWSF. And they'll be like, well, fuck that. We'll raid who we want. They know who I am. They don't like me, but that's fine. I mean, I don't have any problems with them. If you want to have a competition thing, especially when you get these people that are, over 100K subs, I'm sorry I'm at 20 or right under 20. I think I should be, sitting at, 50 or 100 or 150, but I just got to keep grinding and working hard. So, I got much love for Grossi and Clickbait Sports and everything they do. And, I shout out to Sports Fury for working hard, because they do work hard as a duo, but they're not me. They're not me. So, you know what I mean? Real recognizes real. So, you can have 10,000 people watch your streams and 20,000, 30,000, but you're not going to have the goats like we have here. And that's why the Fanatic family is the best. That's facts. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just grinding it out. Like I said, going over all the news with, Russell Wilson, Carson Wentz, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Godwin, and obviously Carson Wentz yesterday, Khalil Mack and the MLB being back today. So obviously in the beginning of the show, we went over Khalil Mack going to the Chargers from the Bears, which was a big surprise for a lot of people. He was good on the Raiders, and then he went to the Bears and kind of fell off. His first year with Chicago with Vic Fangio was lit, but then after that, his stats have gone down. But now, he's a Charger. Now with Joey Bosa and Derwin James and Asante Samuel Jr., I'm excited for the opportunity to see what he can do to get them to the playoffs. And especially if you're going to be going against the Chiefs and the Raiders and obviously Danger Russ and Patrick Mahomes and Carr, you're going to have to step up on defense. And the other news story is baseball is back. The MLB is back. The strike is over. 162 games, a couple extra playoff teams. Embiid and Durant talking shit back and forth. I love it. Let's go. Embiid and Durant just talking shit back and forth. Yeah, and I've been grinding for 10 years. And like I said, there's other channels out there that work very hard. Sports Fury works hard. Grossi works hard. Perna works hard. Clickbait Sports and that click. Urinating Tree, 5 Point Vid, Scooter Magruder. Everyone works hard. The only difference is everyone else is at like 100K subs or more, and I'm not. You know what I mean? So I'm like that guy that's left out. I feel I am very underrated, but the numbers for subs and views might not be there yet, but they're going to be. But I think with the donos, we're a lot higher than anyone else, especially for the amount of people in the room. We have more love and support here than any other channel on Twitch or on YouTube, and that's facts. Positive vibes all day. You know what I mean? And like I said, if you're only doing it for money, if you're only doing it for subs, money, and views, you're not going to last long on YouTube. You know what I mean? Because people will see right through you, and you won't get the donations that you think that you're getting just because you're grinding out streams. If it's not quality, people aren't going to donate or support you. You know what I mean? They can respect the work ethic, but just because you're streaming doesn't mean you're streaming a good product. There's a lot of people out there that stream, but it's not well thought out. You know what I mean? You got to put in a lot of effort, and that's facts. Positive vibes all day, baby. Elliot. Get some sleep, Elliot. Let me take a quick look. Stream time, 3 hours and 9 minutes. No new cash apps. We got the one from Chief Gone Chief. And obviously that was the 15er. That was the last one that we got. But the numbers are insane. I assume that I kept everything up to date. We're 3 hours and 9 minutes in, and we're just hanging out, talking life. And it's funny too that I had to discover that this was it. I drink beer, we talk sports, we talk life, and I kind of having a stream where we talked about sports, but we talked about our problems, life, or just whatever. That this would be something that would stick. Because obviously, if I wasn't doing sports, maybe I would be doing video games. But more than likely, I would be like a mentor, a big brother, boys club, big brother kind of guy, boys and girls club, a mentor, maybe someone that was a psychologist or a therapist, something of that nature. Because I do like talking to people. I do like listening. I like being there for people. But it just feels good to be able to just be myself. I don't have to dress up. I am my own boss. And just to be able to put a show together and show you my work ethic and show you my grind. And like I said, this is 10 years. Like I said, I was just able to make this transition to go all in on myself. And a lot of people thought that I wouldn't be able to, be able to do this. A lot of people thought that, this isn't going to be possible. You're not going to be able to make enough money to pay rent and pay bills. And a lot of people are hating against me and betting against me. And look at this, 10 years in. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't have commitment to stick with something for 10 years. Look at my partner. He fucking left. You know what I mean? He didn't believe in me. He talked bad about me. He badmouthed me. And look at me now. I'm striving and thriving without him. So, and I imagine it probably makes him mad seeing me fucking just blow up like this. You know what I mean? Maybe the numbers, on the subs and the views aren't there. But as far as the support on the donos, it's through the roof. And that's facts. A big reader? Yes. I don't read as many books or like novels as I used to read a little bit more when I was younger, but now everything is, on the internet. So it's a lot of articles, you know what I mean? But as far as physical books, I would like to read a little bit more when I have time, but I'm just so busy with NFL, college football, the draft, the combine, AEW, WWE, MLB, NBA, pretty much I'm just always reading. I'm always on my phone. I'm always on Twitter. I'm always trying to better myself. And then I like to be able to get articles and books and things, magazines from, people, fans, and they can send stuff in the Discord. So if they have something that's worth reading, I like reading because knowledge is everything. So the more that you read, the more that you know. And like I said, watching film and breaking down NFL film and college football film is my favorite, but reading is my second. And I think reading is kind of a lost art. A lot of people don't like to read anymore. I love it. I love it. And sometimes people don't understand that you get the joys out of reading, but I get it with now in 2022, with all the technology, people don't even like reading books. They just read like on a Kindle and just read a book on a tablet or whatever. But something about reading a book or, an article from an old Sports Illustrated from, 20 years ago. There's something cool about that nostalgia of being able to go back in a 1991 Sports Illustrated and reading a 4-page article about whatever, steroids or whatever the league is going through at the time. So, yeah, no, you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't do it. I slow down too, you know what I mean? Because obviously I have so much focus that I'm trying to do, and a lot of the information I don't get it from books. I have to go to team websites, articles, NFL, Bleacher, and I'm always watching Colin. I'm watching Good Morning Football, except for Peter Schrager because he's a weasel. I'm going through Pat McAfee show. So a lot of my time is spent on the internet and just navigating and just keeping my mind sharp with everything, and not watching Sports Center, and just, being able to make my own opinions on everything. And that's facts. Yeah, reading is great, man. It's a lost art. It's a lost art. You know what I mean? And especially, I think for me, people recognize as real, but when I do shows, I have no notes. Everything is one take. Whenever I did reaction videos back in the day, it was all one take. And a lot of people didn't believe me until I had my friends over here and they would see, boom, hit play, and then we go. You know what I mean? So a lot of times people think there's all these like notebooks and notes. But if you notice, like, my eyes are usually up and I'm talking to you guys. And if I switch over to like a picture, it's usually because I'm just loading a picture, but I have absolutely zero notes. There is nothing in front of me note-wise. It's like pretty much all up here. It's just retaining information. Maybe there'll be something like on my phone, maybe from like a Twitter article or whatever, but I don't have anything written out. So I really try to have that steel trap memory and, have it in there, kind of like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. Sometimes people can just remember that information. And it's like, I'm not as crazy as one of those people that can listen to a song once and then I can, spell out the lyrics word for word, like some of these geniuses that are out there that can hear something once and it's in their brain forever. I might not be that good, but I have a lot of information up here. That's facts. I'm a walking external hard drive, baby. I'm an Encyclopedia Britannica. I'm a walking encyclopedia. But that's a lot of pride, that and like I said, I don't think anyone else will outwork me based off the, knowledge in the film. A lot of people make videos and a lot of people watch sports, but I think a lot of people don't go to the extreme, like a scout level that I do with the film study and the reading. And if you do go on that extreme level outside of being on YouTube, obviously my predictions, the things that I say, the ESP that actually comes to fruition. Like, I mean, if I didn't do as much reading and film study and be a little lucky, there's no way I would get the last 21 Super Bowl winners row in a right. Just think about that. I mean, it's hard to get a Super Bowl winner right, let alone call the game like how it might end up playing out. And NFL is one of the hardest sports to predict. A lot of people, including myself, got a lot of picks wrong in the playoffs. In November and December, we got upset city. In September and October, it was like pretty predictable, but something happened in November and December where it just like everything went topsy-turvy. The Jags are like beating the Bills, like all the shitty teams are beating the good teams. It was just crazy. But when it comes to the Super Bowl, usually I can get that one correct. World Series, Super Bowl, NBA Finals, Stanley Cup. Once it gets to the end, I usually have a pretty good grasp on who's going to win. So 13.20 in donos. That's awesome. $30 more, and we hit $1,000 on the Cash App, and then that would put us at $13.50 total overall. So that means we'd have 1,000 on the Cash App and then $3.50 on the YouTube Super Chat. 30 to go to hit $13.50. Amazing. What a great ass night, dude. Seriously. Fucking A, dude. 3 hours and 17 minutes, dude. All right, I'm going to go take a look to see if my girlfriend is still awake and see if my dog is still awake. One sec. I'll be right back.
Jordan against Johnson. Shot clock at 3. Johnson defends Milton. Now Claxton. And a rebound by Kyrie Irving. Boy, he's as quick as a hiccup. Look at him take it the other way. That was knocked away. Jordan vacuumed it in, and here comes Harden. Niang, 3.
All right, the girlfriend is asleep. I assume that the daughter is probably trying to go to sleep with me grinding it out. It's 11:28, so I probably should end the stream soon just to get offline so that way I can make sure that they sleep, because they have school. I mean, one has to go to school in the morning, and then the other one has work at 7 a.m. So let's go for another 12 minutes, and we'll have it a clean 3 hours and 30 minutes. We already broke the record, so let's hang out for another 12, which will be 11:40 my time, and then it'll be 3 hours and 30 minutes, a clean number. If I could go until 4 hours, until midnight, I would. But I think at this point, we've had a great night. I can keep going. Trust me. If I didn't have anyone else in the house, if the girlfriend wasn't in here or the daughter didn't have school in the morning, shit, I would stream for another 2-3 hours. I would just hang out and watch the rest of this basketball game and chill. But like I said, any last questions? I'll do kind of a recap of what we went over as well today. But shout out to you guys, man. I mean, we're $30 away from hitting $13.50, but we already broke the record, which is fucking insane.
76ers are on a stretch where they face Cleveland in one, lost Miami, beat Chicago Monday, and now Brooklyn. Claxton watching Harden.
You guys are amazing fucking people, man.
Jordan again on the doorstep. Sagan.
Yeah. And the cool thing is also, too, is like once you have a platform where you can, show love back, there's a lot of things like charity work. People are like, Orion, let's raid someone. Well, shit, if I got 9 people in the room, I can't raid anyone with 9 people. You know what I mean? Like, we're not there yet. You know what I mean? The donos are insane, but as far as like the subs and the views in the room, we're not really there yet to raid. I mean, I'm not like Tom Grossi right now. I don't have all these people in the room and, where we can do something like it. Will we raid a channel, at halftime like he does in the future? Of course we will. Will we do some charity work? Of course we will. But for the time being, we just got to be ourselves. Real recognizes real. We just got to grind it out and, we'll get there. But they're like, yeah, let's go raid. I'm like, bro, we have 10 people. Like, we can't raid anyone. I mean, I guess we could, but I mean, it's like we raid with 10 people. I mean, I'm not sure if that's really going to be a successful raid. You know what I mean? Not like when Grossi's got like 10,000 people in the room. You know what I mean? Matt getting traded to the Chargers definitely caught me off guard. Yeah, I think it did too. And the Chargers actually have names, but they were very bad on third down, and overall their defense, even though they have names, were very bad. And that's why they didn't make the playoffs. They have Herbert, who's a stud. Top 5 quarterback, top 6. Right now, to me, it's Mahomes, Rodgers, Wilson, not necessarily in that order, top 3. And then Josh Allen, Herbert, and Burrow are the next 3. Those are the top 6 in my book, right? Then after that, it's Dak, Lamar, Kyler, and that's the top 9. And then at 10, you got, Tannehill, obviously Kirk Cousins, Carr, and a bunch of other guys that are kind of scrambled after all the top 9 guys, you know what I mean? And I might be missing a name out of all those names there. That's just off the top, right? But you got Derwin James, but he gets hurt. You got Asante Samuel Jr. in the draft, who's a stud. Joey Bosa's a stud, but he gets hurt, just like Nick, and just like fucking, oh boy, Chase Young. It's like all these Ohio State guys get hurt. So we'll have to see what happens with Aiden Hutchinson from Michigan and Kayvon Thibodeau. Hopefully they don't get hurt, but pass rushers, they definitely get hurt from time to time. But they lost Melvin Ingram. They lost some of their players. So we'll have to see if the Chargers can keep stepping up. But now you got Russell Wilson on the Broncos, Patrick Mahomes on the Chiefs, and everything that they got. Raiders got Carr, Waller, Renfro. So obviously at this point, it looks like the Raiders are the worst team. And we thought that last year, but they made the playoffs and the Chargers didn't. So even though the Chargers have talent, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, Justin Herbert, Rashawn Slater in the draft, Bulaga, and then, obviously you got guys on the defense, Joey Bosa, fucking Derwin James, Asante Samuel Jr. You got guys, but the coaching staff with Staley, I don't really like him. He went for 2 against the Chargers, against the Chiefs, like so many times. You're not Chip Kelly. Hopefully he'll grow on me a little bit more, but Justin Herbert is the dude. And what you saw with the Bengals, you're going to see that with the Chargers, I believe, if you can get the right combination where they can make a Super Bowl or 2, maybe not win, but I think Herbert's good enough to get a team there as long as they can keep beefing up the O-line, getting better play callers, calling plays for J. Herb, and if the defense can get better. If we can get the Chargers to be a top 10, top 5 defense, they absolutely can represent the AFC in the next coming years. Not every year, but a year. Because, I mean, the Broncos will be winning a Super Bowl. The Chiefs are going to win a Super Bowl. I mean, you're going to get the Bills more than likely will win a Super Bowl in the next 5 to 10 years. But who's going to end up winning the most out of 10 years? It's tough to say just because you got so much talent in the AFC, right? Division is crazy good, right? And we're not done. I mean, what happens if the Raiders end up picking up a big name? I mean, the only big name you're losing really on the Chiefs is Honey Badger. You got L'Jarius Sneed and you got Juan Thornhill. So you're going to have to get someone in the draft or a free agent, but we're going to have to kind of wait and see. But I can't wait for the season to start. The NFC fucking blows. And I don't know who my quarterback's going to be. Kyle Trask, Blaine Gabbert. I mean, like I said, I've had to come to terms, right? Me, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that maybe this could be my best option, but I probably won't get him. And then this might be the guy I end up with. And I was thinking to myself, fuck no, I don't want this. But if you look at the rest of the guys that are left, this is actually one of the better options, unless I go Kyle Trask. So I think Kyle Trask and Gabbert suck. Jimmy G, I think, is an average quarterback, but if he can just clean it up in the fourth quarter, he could definitely get me to the playoffs. I could win the NFC South with Jimmy. Could I get to a Super Bowl with Jimmy? Probably not. But I think that if you overachieve, you might be able to play the Rams, Niners, or Packers in the NFC Championship game and lose with Jimmy. But that would be probably the best case scenario. But you never know. Maybe Jimmy can revitalize his career and not fuck up. And maybe we could go to a Super Bowl with Jimmy, but it's not likely. I'm being realistic. I'm not going to be that fanboy. Oh, Jimmy, Pawn Star Jimmy, he's so good. I mean, just because you're good looking doesn't mean you're going to win Super Bowls. You know what I mean? He has limitations. I would rather want Kirk Cousins over Jimmy, right? But I mean, I don't know. This is the guy I want. He's got all the swag and the drip, and he's got a great mustache. And then they were saying that, hey, Orion, if you end up getting Minshew, you have to grow out a mustache. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. But we talked about this today. Khalil Mack, unbelievable, man. Great player on the Raiders. Fell off with the Bears, except for that first year with Vic Fangio. They were great. But then Vic Fangio left to Denver. Then they all sucked, right? But he looks good there in that picture. He looks good there. And baseball's back, baby. Baseball is back. The strike is over. I'm excited about that, too. Yeah, I'm ready. Amazing night.
Good hands and footwork in the paint area there by Claxton. He's giving up some great minutes off the bench here.
4 points and a rebound. The Eagle try for the finger roll. Towards the end, who leads Philadelphia 3-point shooting and a couple big threes in that fourth quarter against the Chicago Bulls on Monday. Claxton inside into Harden. Another one.
Nice job by KD there.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what other trades happen in the draft, what happens before the draft, and who actually gets drafted. There's going to be some crazy, crazy shit that happens. I mean, we know it's going to happen every single year. I love Gardner Minshew. I watched him at Washington State. He's got a really close relationship with his dad. He's got a lot of swag, a lot of fire. And honestly, if the Eagles decided to let Jalen Hurts go and go Gardner Minshew, I wouldn't even be mad with that. I think they're almost equal talent-wise. I think Jalen Hurts is kind of like a Dak 2.0. He's not as good as Dak Prescott, but he's got potential. Minshew has limitations, but I think his passion for the game, you can't teach that. I think he just has that intangibles where he's never going to be a top 10 quarterback, but he could be somewhere between 15 and 20. And if he doesn't turn the football over, maybe he can go up to like number 13, number 14. And I can actually go pretty far with a quarterback like that if he doesn't turn over the football, compared to a guy like Jimmy G, who will be ranked around 15th to 20th also, but he fucks up in the fourth quarter like Jameis and when he was on the Buccaneers, but he cleaned it up with the LASIK. And obviously he was great for the Saints. And then obviously we know Carson Wentz is kind of in that same group, somewhere between 15 and 25 as a quarterback. I don't want Carson. I don't want Mitchell Trubisky. I want Jimmy over those guys, but, you know. Yeah, I think that was going to be the destination that they were thinking, that if they didn't tag him, that's where he was going to go. Jared Devil, being a Steeler fan, I'm with you on who the fuck my quarterback is going to be. Hopefully not Rudolph. No, it's not going to be Rudolph. It won't be Dwayne Haskins. Realistically, if you're looking at, the list, right? Matt Corral could be a name that to keep an eye on. Kenny Pickett obviously went to Pitt, so going to Pittsburgh would make sense. Malik will be someone they're looking at, but you'll probably have to trade up to get him because he could go as high as 6. Malik Willis from Liberty to the Panthers. But I think Malik Willis would be one spot, right? Either him or it could end up being Kenny Pickett from Pitt or Matt Corral. I would say one of those 3 guys is going to be your quarterback next year. And with Najee Harris already there and TJ Watt, Minka Fitzpatrick, you got to beef up your O-line. Defense needs a little bit more depth. But, and if Juju might be gone, maybe he'll be on the Chiefs. But Deontay Johnson worked on his drops. He got better. Chase Claypool needs to have a kind of a resurgence bounce back year. Pat Freiermuth is nice at tight end. So you guys have a lot going for you. You just got to figure out who the quarterback's going to be. Maybe Kenny Pickett would be the best name since he went to Pitt. I think they would love him there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All your record donos come on Thursday nights. I saw that. And like when we broke the 1,052, that was on a Thursday. So I don't know if you've come back and looked at all the donos, but yeah, all the big dono record-breaking nights have been on Thursdays. I don't know what's in the air on Thursday night, but it's crazy.
Kind of always about what do I believe in, what do I use, what do I want to be a part of. I want to give my money to a company and invest in companies that I believe in. Keystone TV, you got $300 in free stock when you sign up today. Public.com.
Let's go. $1,320 on a Thursday. We were at $25 after like an hour and a half. And then within a span of about an hour, right, we went from like $25 to like 1,000. This is insane. So many great fucking people in this room, man. Like I said, it won't be Mason Rudolph. It won't be, Dwayne Haskins, because those guys were probably the 2 worst backups in the league. Big Ben got old. We know that, right? But I think that if you guys end up getting, a rookie, you can go that route and see how he can develop. You got Brian Flores there, so he'll help out with the development of some of the players. Mike Tomlin is still one of the best, coaches. And I'll be honest, if BA gets fired and Todd Bowles and Byron Leftwich are gone, my number 1 choice for head coach, if you guys let Tomlin go, is I want Tomlin. I want Tomlin in Tampa Bay because he used to coach my team as one of the assistants back in the day. He was one of the coordinators and assistants for Tampa Bay way back in the day, if you go back and look at Tomlin's coaching history. So that's who I would want, but I don't think the Steelers are getting rid of him. I mean, he's been a staple of that, never had a losing season. And he's also representing, the brothers on the coaching circuit, which are very far and few between, and he's great. You know what I mean? A lot of people aren't getting opportunities. I mean, you got Riverboat Ron, so you're getting a little bit of like the Mexican and African-American diversity, but there's clearly not enough in the NFL. You can't tell me that there's not other Mexican or African-American coaches that are worthy in college football or in the NFL circles that could get a spot, except we just recycle all these bullshit coaches over and over again. Unfortunately, that's kind of what happens. You know what I mean? Winston to Pittsburgh. That could be a fit, but I think he's going back to the Saints. They would be better off just going Kenny Pickett or Matt Corral. They got plenty of pieces there. They just need a guy to develop. And I don't think that, if that guy will be like a Big Ben, next year's draft will be better than this year at quarterback. But you never know. You never know what's going to happen. So. Yep. I think he will too. Yeah. But that's something that I've told some people on the show that would be like my number 1 guy, but I don't think he's going anywhere. I think you're completely correct. I think he's going to retire a Steelers head coach, and, he's going to go down in history as one of the greatest coaches ever. And it's like, you just got to be able to fight the right combination, but I think the offensive line is really the key. You got to beef that up. And if you beef up the O-line, get a few more pieces on D, obviously make up for the Bud Dupree loss and keep getting those guys in good positions to win. I mean, they could end up bouncing back and winning the AFC North, competing with the Ravens and the Bengals. But it might take a couple years because Ravens have Lamar, Burrows with the Bengals, and they're usually a little bit of a drop-off after you win a Super Bowl. But, Steelers, we'll see. We'll see. You guys might be able to be right back in the mix, or you might go 500, the first year with a rookie quarterback if it ends up being a rookie, or maybe you'll trade for someone. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what Pittsburgh decides to do, but the future is bright there. The future is bright. Mike Starr in the building. What to do? How are you, man? We broke a record tonight, $1,320 in donos with 8 people in the room. Your boy is grinding. He said, psych, I got work in 3 hours. It's all good, brother. I'm having a great night, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's just crazy. There's so many more Asians and Latinos and African-American coaches that should be considered, but the Rooney Rule is a fucking joke, you know what I mean? So, yeah, dude is gold. You know what I mean? Probably the most underappreciated coach in the NFL, Mike Tomlin. That's facts. Mike came in and Mike left. Mike doesn't know what he's dealing with here in the NWSF and the Fanatic fam. It's all good. Some people got to work. I get it, man. I mean, at most places right now, you're sitting at 1:43 or 2:43 in the morning. It's 11:43 a.m. It's almost midnight, and I've been streaming now for 3 hours and 33 minutes. So I think at this point, let's call it a night. I could still keep going, but I don't want to wake up the girlfriend or the daughter. I don't want to get anyone angry. We've already had an amazing night. What was the final number that we hit? Was it the 1,320? That's insane, dude. 1,320. You guys are the best, man. What a record-breaking night with about 10 people in the room. Less than 20 for sure, but it was about 10 to 20, 7 to 15 people, pretty much the whole night, but around 8, 9, 10, 11. That's incredible. Shout out to everyone in the room. Shout out to everyone that donated. Let's just go through some of the donos real quick. I mean, obviously with Shep and everyone that went to bed a little early. Sarah went to bed early. So did Odin's son, Odin's child. And they probably were like, oh my God, I can't believe I missed out. Sarah with a $5. Eagles John with a 20. Holly Hundo with a 200. Cyberpunk 53 with a 25. Holly Hundo with a $500 donation. Chief Gone Chief with a $5. Air Whitey with a 2. Cyberpunk 53 with 198. Almost 200, and then Chief Gone Chief with a 15er. And that is just simply on the Cash App. We hit 970 in the Cash App. And then we hit, 350 on the YouTube Super Chat. Fucking incredible. So we're going to definitely make this, we're definitely going to be able to make this dog live. So, hey, 30 to hit 1350. If I was going to stream for another 25 minutes, I know we'd probably get there, but I don't expect anyone to donate any more at this point. I mean, if you want to, fantastic. It'll help the cause. But, dude, we already broke the record, and we'll be breaking more records daily, maybe on the Thursdays. Jared Devil, thank you, man. Your boy's hustling and always grinding. You can go back and watch some of the show. Steelers in the building. What to do? Jamison Meza, Mr. Williams, Luke Birch. Mike Starr came in and came out. Cyberpunk 53, Mr. Williams, Jamison Meza, Chief Gone Chief. All y'all in the room. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys so much. Fucking A, dude. What an amazing fucking night, huh? 1,000. I mean, the previous record was insane. 1,052. When I make this post on Facebook, it's like I almost don't want to make the post because it's like I'm proud of the accomplishments, but then also too I don't want these people coming out of the woodworks like I just won the lottery asking me for money, because then they're like, oh, look at Orion, he made a 1,300 on YouTube last night. Then they're going to be like, Orion, can I borrow $50? Orion, can I borrow $100? So it's like I want to be able to show gratitude and then also be proud of the accomplishment. But then also too, I don't want these random people that I haven't talked to in years be like, oh, Ryan, I need help. I need to borrow this, borrow that. You know what I mean? And it seems like when you have been grinding for 10 years for something and it's finally paying off, I might just be able to I'll do maybe a Facebook thing, but then maybe I'll do Instagram, but then on the Twitter, I probably won't go into details. I'll just say, thank you for all the generous donations. And then probably I'll do a screenshot for maybe the donos, on the Instagram, and then maybe I'll do the Facebook. But it's like I don't want to really put a lot of it out there. I do and I don't, because I want to be able to let the fans know that didn't watch the show what we're doing. But then also too, it's like I don't want people trying to come at me for money. You know what I mean? And I don't mind letting people borrow money. I don't mind. You know what I mean? But it's like there has to be a time limit with certain things as well. You know what I mean? So Chief will Chief, peace and blessings to everyone. Mr. Williams, thank you so much for your support with you and Elliot to be able to step up He's not feeling well. You're doing the big boss man role for Sarah, and I wouldn't be able to hit these numbers without you and Sarah. Like you mentioned it last night. It's like I'm Howard Stern, and then she's Robin. You know what I mean? Or we're both Howard Sterns in here. It's like sometimes you got to have that relationship with that other person to kind of keep the flow going. And you definitely, you know your role without even me telling you. I don't even have to tell you what to say or what to do. Just like Sarah, you guys just do it. And I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. It's really instrumental having that right-hand man. With controlling the donos and controlling the vibe in the chat, as well as having someone like Sarah doing it normally for me. So shout out to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm going to be on the lookout still for these Kobe and Magic Johnson things for you as well. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very much. Jishy, Jake Paul, Gave Me Crabs, everyone else, Shep, everyone just stepping up. Just incredible. Thank you guys so much for a great night. Very, very memorable. 3 hours and 38 minutes and counting. For the 7 goats that are left in the room, shout out. I can't wait to be able to post some of this tomorrow morning. And like I said, you guys will be able to check out the replay if you like. And then I'll be back tomorrow, more than likely in the evening, somewhere between 6 and 8 p.m., more than likely. Saturday night, I'm going to a Blazer game, so I won't be streaming Saturday night. More than likely, it'll be earlier, or I might take the day off. And then Sunday, it'll probably be in the evening, and it'll probably be a shorter stream so I can hang out with my girlfriend so that way she doesn't go crazy. So that way we can keep things at peace here at home. So I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Record-breaking day, $1,320 in donos. You guys are the GOATs. I love you. Gang.